begin the countdown to kickoff for our featured game. We're joined by Starmont football coach Mike Augustine. Coach, your team dropping to 0-3. Hard-fought decision to North Butler last Friday night, 21-0. Tell me about that game.
It was a tough battle. We couldn't get anything consistently going on offense. We struggled. We get the ball moving and have penalties, so that wasn't a good outcome for us. But the kids fought hard and battled for 48 minutes. Still got some positives to build off of that.
All right, now let's talk about on the defensive side, because I know you guys have been playing pretty well on the defensive side. Who's been leading you on that side of the ball?
Jack Toole had another good game defensively, along with Camden Hamlet and Braden Kleinlein. They were top 3 leading tacklers this last week, so they did a good job flying around and making plays.
All right, now let's talk about on the offensive side. I know this team's still searching for things, but what are some of the positive things you've seen on offense?
We were able to, when we were moving the ball, our line did a good job opening holes and pass blocking. Jack was on with his throws, and we were able to move the ball. Running it, Vinny had some good runs along with Jack, too, running the ball and throwing the ball, but we just got to be more consistent and keep string a complete drive together.
All right, now let's turn our attention to Clayton Ridge, this district ball game. What do you know about the Eagles?
Well, they're coming in hot. They've won their first 3 games. They've got good skill positions, some decent size up front. They're well coached. We're gonna. Again, in this district, it's every night's a 48-minute battle, so we're going to have to make sure we've went back to the basics this week and fine-tuning some stuff and hopefully put together a complete football game.
All right, you mentioned going back to the basics. What are you guys looking forward to in this ball game? What do you have to do to get the opportunity in this game?
Well, we've got to block better, we've got to tackle better, and keep protecting the ball and just play a complete football game.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Okay, sounds great.
Yep, gotcha. Starmont football coach Mike Augustine on the Stars program. Countdown to kickoff continues after this.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student-athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus live scan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
The Brim Coffee House in Elkader is a proud sponsor of Central Elkader Sports. The Brim offers specialty coffees, a variety of baked goods and pastries, soups, salads, and sandwiches. Don't forget, we have The Brim apparel available in store. Check out our Facebook page to see our weekly specials of soups and salads. The Brim Coffee House is located in downtown historic Elkader at 110 West Bridge Street and in McGregor at 211 Main Street.
Hey sports fans, take a time out to call Garms Financial Services for all your insurance needs. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owner Brian Bugenhag, along with his staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services, located in Elkader and now also in Monona, your trusted choice agency.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Moisure Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top quality products and superb customer service. Contact Moisure Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. And by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader. We continue the countdown to kick off our featured game. We're joined by Clayton Ridge football coach Matt Mosier. Coach, your team off to a 3-0 start. Impressive district opening win. Defeated Postville 40-0. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, obviously we got the opening kickoff and drove it down the field and scored right away. We had a lot of penalties that we need to clean up for this coming week. I felt that we just played a little tight. I felt that we tried to force some things offensively that we can't do. Defensively, I thought we played a really, really good game. I was super excited about that. Again, had some penalties that hurt us, but overall it was a really good game. I thought our guys played hard, gave great effort, and excited for this coming week.
All right, now let's talk about offensively, because it was a balanced attack for you guys. Who led you offensively?
Yeah, again, Seth Kregel had a really good game. Did what he could. Again, though, I did think he forced some things, or tried to force some things. But Gabe Cook stepped up. Gabe Cook is really getting better as the season goes on. He's a kid that is understanding the blocking scheme as we move forward. So he's getting better. I think he rushed for, almost 150 yards and 3 touchdowns again. So he's doing a really good job. Then obviously our receivers. Our receivers are doing a really good job catching the football. When they get an opportunity to catch the football, they have been, so hopefully that continues. But our offensive line has done a great job. We have some good senior leadership there, and their assignment football has been really, really good. They've done a good job communicating with the coaching staff, letting us know what's going on so we can adjust some blocking assignments and stuff like that. So I'm super proud of our offensive line.
All right, on the defensive side, you threw a shutout there. A number of kids played well for you on the defensive side.
Yeah, I'm going to start with Landon Reimer. Landon had a great game. 3.5 sacks, just come off the edge, did his job, caused havoc for their quarterback, and did a really good job. Then our defensive line, again, did a really good job controlling the line of scrimmage. They struggled at being able to run the football, and even in passing the ball, we had good pressure. But our defensive line, when they did try to run the football, they're the ones that actually made the tackles. Usually our linebacking core can clean stuff up, but they didn't even have to this week, so that was good.
All right, now turning our attention to Starmont, what do you know about the Stars?
They're 0-3, but that record is deceiving a little bit. They played, a top 10 team in the state with Maquoketa Valley week 1, and then they played, which I believe is the number 1 team in the state of Iowa in regards to St. Ansgar, week 2, and then this past week they played a really good team in North Butler. So they're 0-3, but that's a little deceiving. They're going to be led by a good quarterback and good leader in Jack Toll. I know that he's an extremely good football player. Then we've got to be able to handle the pressure. They're defensively, they're really aggressive. We're going to have to make sure that we really communicate on the offensive line so we can stop their defensive pressure. Or when we are on defense and they're on offense, we need to make sure nothing gets behind us. And obviously it's Starmont. Over the years, ever since I've known anything about Starmont, they want to establish that run game. And we've got to be able to stop the run game. If we can stop the run game and then obviously don't let any big plays happen, we should be okay. But we've got to do those two things. And then we've got to clean up those penalties. Those penalties last week, that was tough on us. I think it was 100 yards of penalties. That can't happen. You're not going to win very many football games when you have that happen.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Hey, thanks, Dan.
You betcha. Clayton Ridge football coach Matt Mosier on his Eagle program. Countdown to kickoff continues after this.
Our laboratory continues to offer community wellness blood testing at a low upfront cost to help save you the cost of high health insurance deductibles. This is Katie Bruning, lab manager at Veterans Memorial Hospital. Choose from our menu of wellness tests to help you monitor your health, then share the results with your provider. No doctor's order is required. Call us for an appointment.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
During spring and summer, severe weather can strike in a hurry. If you see a power line on the ground, stay away, keep others away, and call your electric utility. If there's a downed power line due to an accident, stay inside your vehicle until the utility arrives and de-energizes the line. Learn what to do if you see a downed power line. Doing the right thing could save your life. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're, well, living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Myers Auto Service in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. This is KCTN Sports. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barons along with Coach Aaron Hammond. We welcome you to the River Valley Stephen D. Shannon Athletic Complex and our matchup tonight here on KCTN FM 100. It is Starmont and Clayton Ridge in a Class A District 3 matchup.
Yeah, both these teams coming in with, very different records at this point. Clayton Ridge had, some easier contests and have come out on top of those. Starmont coming in 0-3, but they've had some tough competition coming up to this point.
All right, let's talk about both these teams. You mentioned Starmont is 0-3, and they have faced, they're 0-2 in the district, by the way. Their non-district ball game was Maquoketa Valley. They're a ranked team. They lost to St. Ansgar. They're ranked number 2 in the latest poll. They lost that ball game 63-3, and many people figure that St. Ansgar is probably the team to beat in this district, maybe in all of Class A. Then they lost to North Butler, a North Butler team that's off to a really good start with a record of 2-1. So they've only scored 3 points in those 3 ball games. But again, the level of competition's been tough.
It has been. That's just a ridiculous start, having to play ranked team, not even in your district, then probably the best team in the state. We're talking maybe one of the best teams in the state in St. Ansgar. North Butler seems to be really good defensively. That's a nightmare schedule for a Starmont team who lost a lot of skill from last year.
And Starmont will make some changes in their starting lineup in this ball game tonight. They have played, once again, Jack Toll as the quarterback spot, and he's done fine, throwing for over 200 yards. He's rushed 28 times as well. But tonight, he's going to start at running back, I should say, in this ball game. And taking over at quarterback is Jack Thomason. They really want to get Toll into more of a role so they can run the football.
Yeah, they want to get that ball on the ground. I mean, they've always wanted to establish the ground game, but they just haven't been able to. And they think with Jack Toll in that running back position, maybe they can.
All right, so Jack Toll takes over there at the running back spot in this ball game. And the big thing for Starmont is, even though they don't mind throwing the football, it's still a run-first team.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Toll's got over 200 yards in those 3 tough losses, so they can throw the ball, and they've got about 5 or 6 different receivers with the reception, so they've spread the wealth, but they really want to establish that, and I think that's going to start with both Toll and McManigal, who's carried it 48 times already this year for 149 yards.
Yeah, and they'd love to be able to control the clock. I mean, that's Starmont football. Like I said, not much different than what they've been through the year. So they come in with this ball game 0-3. But a win tonight, they've already played two of the better teams in the district in North Butler and St. Ansgar. Starmont looks at this saying, all right, we got a chance to make a push to the postseason.
Yeah, you know, looking long term here, okay, you've played a tough couple of teams, but you win some of these teams because they've got Clayton Ridge tonight. They go play Postville next week. You know, they've got Nashville Plainfield, who will be a tough contest, Southwind, but they're looking at this as maybe this is a point where we can kind of turn the corner and get back on the good side of wins.
All right, let's talk about Clayton Ridge now. The Eagles come in 3-0, and actually they beat North Cedar in a ball game that was about half the first quarter. They were credited with the win, 7-0. Then an outstanding win against MFL Marmac. We've seen them the last 2 weeks. They won 47-14. We saw them against Postville winning 40-0. This is a team that realizes tonight we get a win. We know we've got the toughest part of our schedule coming up, but we get a win. We've got a chance to be a player in this district.
Yeah, absolutely. They want to get this win tonight, you know, get to 4-0. It's always fun to talk about 4-0, but, man, the road after tonight just gets harder and harder. They go to Southwind. Yeah. They play North Butler with that tough defense. They go to St. Ansgar, and they finish the year against Nashville Plainfield, who has 16 seniors on their squad. Yeah. So the road does not get easier, so they really need to take care of business tonight. And I think the one thing that really strikes me is how clean they played against MFL Marmac and how many penalties they had against Postville.
Yeah, that was the one thing you got out of the Postville ball game is we could have been cleaner in that ball game, and I agree with that, and Coach Mosier mentioned that during our countdown show as well. But we talk about individually, Seth Kregel having an outstanding year at quarterback. He's completed 35 of 50 passes, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, has thrown for 476 yards. He has also rushed for 142 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
Yeah, he's doing it, you know, with his legs as needed, and I don't know, he was a little dinged up last week, so we didn't see as much of him running the ball, but I think the surprise for them is Gabe Cook making the move from the line to running back. He's got 24 carries, 199 yards, and 7 touchdowns. That's just phenomenal for him.
And that's the big thing now. Clayton Ridge has been more balanced. They don't have to throw the ball every time. They have a consistent running game, or at least that's shown the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, if they can balance that, because they're at about 500 yards passing, that's tough to plan for when you go, they're really two-dimensional, and they've got a lot of weapons in that receiving corps.
Well, that's the big thing. You mentioned a number of weapons. I think last week completed passes to 6 different receivers.
Yeah, Caston Overbrockling's got 110 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns. Colton Hager's got over 200 yards on 11 catches. Darren Brandt's got 4 catches for 56 yards. Brantley Schrader's got 4 catches, 61 yards. So all of those guys, we've seen them catch a deep ball, but they are just, you know, possession completions and just doing a good job for this offense.
So Starmont defensively, again, they're not going to put up big offensive numbers tonight. They figure to be better offensively, but the key for them in this ball game tonight is going to be keeping Clayton Ridge in check, maybe making them one-dimensional.
Yeah, and I don't know which one they're going to attack, if they're going to try to take away the run game and force them to throw, or if they're going to try to take away some weapons in the air, because there's just so many guys who can receive the ball. You got to pick your poison tonight, because Clayton Ridge has got a lot.
It is homecoming night down here in the River Valley. They've actually done their crowning of king and queen. The runner-up king was Colton Hager, the runner-up queen, Carly Willie. The homecoming king is Chris Gephardt, and the homecoming queen is Alyssa Sotowasser. Thanks again for Clayton Ridge for updating us on that, and they did that again earlier tonight here. Homecoming, always a good time.
Yeah, they announced some of the winners of their contest, welcomed everybody to homecoming, just kind of an exciting night, and now we get to the football game, so we'll see if the teams are ready.
I want to remind you we'll have updates on a number of games across the area tonight. In 8-man, Edco is at Turkey Valley. Central is at Key High. Elsewhere tonight in this Class A district, South Wind is at Postville. In Class 1A, MFL Marmac hosting Beckman. And in Class 2A, North Fayette Valley is at Osage. We'll have updates on all of those games for you tonight here on KCTN. Let's set the starting lineup, and let's start first off here for the Stars. The quarterback is Jax Thomason. He's a junior, 5'10", 165 pounds. The running backs are Vinny McGanigal. He's a senior, 5'9", 210 pounds. Jack Toll moves into a running back spot. He is a senior, 5'11", 185 pounds, and also plays linebacker. The wide receivers are Luca Recker. He's a junior, 5'11", 150 pounds. Camden Hamlet is a junior, 5'11", 160 pounds, and also plays linebacker. The tight end is Cale Schumacher. He's a sophomore, 5'10", and 170 pounds. The line, Vincent Recker is on one side. He's a junior, 5'8", 200 pounds. Caden Baumgartner is a senior, 6'10", 210. Justin Toll is a junior, 5'11", 190. Sawyer Schlee plays as one of the linemen. He's 5'10", 205 pounds, also plays on the defensive line. And Gabe Augustine is a junior, 6'1", 205 pounds. The other starters that we did not mention are Derek Farmer, a junior, 5'11", 170 pounds on the defensive line. Jacob Harkin, a sophomore, 5'11", 155 on the defensive line. Hudson Popham at linebacker. He's a sophomore, 5'11", 145. Recker also plays a D-back spot. Braden Kleinlein plays a defensive back. He is a senior, 6', 190 pounds. Exton Detbarn starts in the defensive backfield, a senior, 5'10", 150 pounds. And Dylan Popham is a junior, 6'1", 150 pounds. Those are your starting lineups there for Starmont offensively and defensively. Let's go to the starters now for Clayton Ridge. The quarterback is Seth Krangle. He's a senior, 5'11", 190 pounds. The running back, Gabe Cook, another senior, 6'4", 185 pounds. He also plays linebacker. The wide receivers, and they'll start at least listing 4 of them starting. Darren Brandt is a senior, 6'3", 180 pounds, also plays defensive back. Caston Oberbrockling is sophomore, 5'10", 165 pounds, playing defensive back as well. Nolan Kalker, a junior wide receiver, is 6', 170 pounds, also plays linebacker. Colton Hager listed as one of our starters on offense. He's a senior, 5'10", 160 pounds, but expected to only play on defense in this ball game tonight. Meanwhile, on the line, the anchor of the line is Levi Kregel. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 205 pounds, the center. The left guard is Caleb Ludovisi. He's a sophomore, 5'8", 155 pounds. The left tackle is Landon Reimer. He's a senior, 6', 190 pounds, also plays end on defense. The right guard is Wyatt Parker. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 160 pounds, and also plays linebacker. The right tackle is Owen Brandt. He's a senior, 6'4", 255 pounds, also plays nose guard. The other defensive starters that we did not mention, Anthony Sandoval at end, a senior, 5'9", 175. Chris Gephardt starts at linebacker. He's a senior, 6', 190 pounds. And also Bradley Schrader starts in the secondary as a defensive back. He's 5'9", 130 pounds. There you have your starting lineups for both of this teams tonight.
Yeah, and I think Hager playing both ways tonight is going to be interesting because he's their leading receiver, but I think with an injury, they put him on the defensive end as well, which is new territory for him. So we'll see how he handles playing both ways.
And again,
tonight.
he's been one of their leading receivers this season, so they'll keep an eye on that. It does take away a weapon, by the way, for Clayton Ridge in this ball game tonight. All right, let's talk about keys in the ball game. Let's first off talk here for Starmont, and it's all about getting the running game going first.
Well, they got to sustain those drives, and they have to finish in TDs. You know, they haven't put the ball across the end zone yet. I think they need to do that. If I had to pick my poison tonight, I think I'd defend the pass. If I was the Stars, make them run the ball and establish that ground game. And they're going to have to slow down Cook in the red zone. He seems to be their number one target in the backfield with running the ball when they get inside the 20.
All right, so we talk about that. Meanwhile, Clayton Ridge, passing game, expect to throw the ball tonight, but a little more challenging for them tonight.
Yeah, I think they need to stay balanced. You know, they've done a great job of establishing that balance. They need to stay balanced on offense. I think defensively, they need to stay assignment defense. They need to know what their role is and play as a team on defense. You know, avoid those penalties, avoid giving up that big play. And they need to reduce the penalties. That was a killer last week for them. And they won handily, but 100 yards and penalties and You just can't do that against good teams, and they need to clean that up.
All right, we talk about this Class A district that these teams are involved. We mentioned St. Ansgar, Nashua, Plainfield. North Butler appears to have an outstanding defense. They held the Southwind 14 points and then shut out Starmont last week. But as we mentioned, St. Ansgar is the top team in this district. You've got some teams that are trying to fight their way into position here to have a say, and that's why we think at the midway point of the season, this is a big game for both these teams.
You know, it's going to really kind of guide them of what they have to accomplish the rest of the year. You know, if you're looking at Clayton Ridge, you win this game, you got 4 games. You really only have to win probably one of them, and you're in the postseason. And the more games you win, the better off you are, so you're really controlling your destiny. If you're Starmont, if you can win this game, maybe you turn the corner. Maybe you've got that tiebreaker against Clayton Ridge. Maybe you can sneak yourself into the playoffs getting some key wins.
All right, Eagles wearing their black tops and bottoms, the gray trim on the side. They have the white helmets with the Eagle logo on both sides. They wear the green face masks. Stars wearing their away white tops. Starmont there in black with the highlighted yellow numbers, the black pants, the yellow trim. They have the yellow helmets with Starmont on the side of their helmets in this for this ball game tonight. So a beautiful night down here for a ball game. We appreciate you joining us on KCTN FM 100, also on KCTN.com for the live video, and on the KCTN YouTube channel. We're kind of dealing with a signal issue a little bit tonight from time to time, so bear with us as we try to work through that.
Yeah, you know, down here in the River Valley, a lot going on, and you just never know. It just kind of, it's been cycling on us. We did have the coin toss, Dan. Starmont won the toss. They decided to take the ball. So they're going to receive the opening kickoff. That means Clayton Ridge will get the second half.
All right, so the Stars, despite the fact they've only scored 3 points in 3 games, they want to put their new look offense on the field here because they know that's where it really leans on them to have some success in this ball game.
Need to have offense, absolutely.
All right, we'll take a break. When we return, the opening kickoff with Starmont and Clayton Ridge. You've been listening to the Countdown to Kickoff from KCTN Sports.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Central State Bank provides a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life, from home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you won't deal with a branch or department, you'll deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC. Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
Welcome back down here to Guttenberg, ready to go with our ball game here tonight on KCTN. It is once again Starmont and Clayton Ridge. Sun has tucked its way behind the bluff here, and we are ready to go with this week number 4 matchup here tonight on KCTN. Lots of playoff chases start to begin and take shape tonight. And it's going to be an interesting final 4 weeks of the season. Some great matchups. We'll have North Fayette Valley's homecoming game next week as North Fayette Valley takes on Waukon. That will end our trip of 3 homecomings in a row.
We will, and we've seen different activities and different ways of handling homecoming, every one of them. So we enjoy them, but it'll be nice to be done with the homecoming.
So to launch it away will be Bittner for Clayton Ridge, back to receive deep for Starmont. You have number 9 back to receive there, and that is Braden Kleinlein. He's on the far side, and also back there to receive as well is, I believe, number 23 in Exton Detbarn. So we're ready to go here with week number 4. Ball is spotted on the 40-yard line, and here we go in this ball game tonight. As we have a great crew doing this ball game tonight. We'll let you know who that is in just a bit. I know Mark Wiley's on that crew. Detbarn launches it away, going back, and that ball will hit in front of the end zone. Go back into the end zone for a touchback, and it'll be first down, 10 yards to go. At their own 20-yard line is where the Stars take over here against the Eagle defense.
Yep, Stars bring that new look out here, and curious to see how they line up, what they try to establish, but I got to believe that they're going to try to run the ball early and get Jack Toll involved with this offense.
So, again, that's the change, as they had thrown 66 passes through the first 2 games of the season. They were 22 of 66 passing, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 228 yards. Meanwhile, with Toll taking over at the quarterback spot, Jax Thomason is your quarterback once again here, and he brings him up under the line of scrimmage with first down, 10 yards to go. Thomason, of course, the junior. Split backs in the backfield. They run it right side. It is Toll. Toll off right side to the 25-yard line, pushes ahead to the 30-yard line. That's a good start for the Stars, I should say, running it right side with Toll. 10-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, and that looks like a first down there on that first carry, and Toll looked good getting around that end and putting his head down to get those extra few yards.
So again, first down, 10 yards to go. The Stars, who have struggled with the running game, again, as we mentioned, making some changes. They line up with receivers left and right, but again in the backfield, you have Toll, and he's joined by McManigal. So split backs in the backfield once again. First down, 10 yards to go. It's McManigal left side, hit at the line of scrimmage, can't get to the corner. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. Eagles good defense off the right side, and that was number 20, Gabe Cook, making the stop on the right side.
Yeah, upended McManigal there, just got his legs and picked him up, put him right back to the ground. So no gain for Vinny McManigal.
All right, an update from a number of games we're following tonight, but Osage has scored on the first play from scrimmage. They lead North Fayette Valley 7-0. A lot of people figure that Osage is the team to beat in that district.
Pretty good up there.
So second down, 10 yards to go. They run it with Toll off right side, cuts over the middle, gets to about the 33-yard line, stacked up well by the Eagles up front. And number 56 making the stop for the Eagles in Caleb Ludovesti. And it puts Starmont in a third and longer situation, third down, about 7 yards to go. And these are the situations they want to stay out of.
Yeah, they don't want to be in these third and longs. They want to, be on time, be ahead of the sticks here, third and manageable, just kind of grind it out. And they can throw the ball, but we haven't seen Thomason throw the ball yet.
The first time they throw it with Thomason, that'll be his first pass of the season. So third down, 6 yards to go. And again, they continue that same formation. And on 3rd and 6, a long count there by Thomason, but goes left side, fakes the handoff, trying to boot to the right, throws it on the run. That pass caught near side, completed to Kyle Schumacher, who's on the sideline down the near side. Inside the 40, 30-yard line, pushed out of bounds there. And a nice pitch and catch for the Stars, rolling over to the right side of the field, and they move into Eagle territory.
Yeah, that was a nice rollout to get Thomason away from the pressure and a good completion to get it downfield.
The defensive end jumped in enough to get allow Thomason to get to the corner. They mark it at the 31-yard line, and the Stars in business on their opening drive.
35-yard catch there for Kyle Schumacher, the sophomore.
So first down, 10 yards to go. They operate from the right hash mark. Formation stays the same, and Thomason just completed his first pass, back to running the ball. Toll fumbles the football, dives for it. The Eagles have a number of players in there. No word yet who got it. I believe Toll might be on the bottom of it there and able to fall down on top of it, though the Eagles say they have it. No word yet from the official, and it's going to be Clayton Ridge's football. So a turnover by the Stars after the big pass play. They're stopped at the 31-yard line, and the Eagles get the first break of the game.
Well, and that was a long reach. Tomlinson, I didn't turn quite the right way. It had a long reach, and Toll didn't come back to the ball, so that was kind of out there. Never got it clean, and that ball just popped loose. And a nice recovery there for the Eagles. They're going to take over on the turnover.
So for Starmont, the offense has struggled, and on the first series showed some promise, but coming up empty. And the Eagles take over. First down, 10 yards to go. They will line up here with 2 receivers near side and 3 in a bunch to the right side. And on first down, 10 yards to go. Cook is to the left of the quarterback, Kregel, and he tosses it left side. Kregel trying to get to the corner. Not much. Pushed out of bounds, 33-yard line. Picks up a couple of yards. It'll be second down, 7 yards to go. Chased out of there by Toll. Also there as well, Schumacher. And a good solid pickup of 4 on first down.
Yeah, Cook tried to get to the corner, and Starmont did a great job of stretching that out, and he ran out of real estate, but not before he caught about, 2 yards on that
they
play.
actually pushed him back, is where they say he stepped out of bounds at the 33-yard line on the near side. So it's second down, 8 yards to go for the Eagles. They operate now from the left hash mark. Again, a spread formation, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hager, by the way, is out there at running a wing back, I should say, and now a wide receiver in motion. So on second down, 8 yards to go. Snap back to Kregel, drops back, straight backfield to Cook. Caught, but quickly dropped. Read well defensively, and he fumbles the football. And the Stars signal they have it, and they do. It is Toll redeeming himself. Picks up the loose football. I believe the hit by Luca Recker on that far side of the field. And the Eagles, after taking over at the 31-yard line, give it right back to the Stars at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it was a completion, so Cook had it in his hands and was going to have a hard time getting back to the original line of scrimmage, so a loss on the play. But then hit hard by Recker. That ball came flying out, and Starmont's going to get the ball back.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Both teams have exchanged turnovers in the early part of this game. Toll, right side up the middle, steps inside the 30-yard line, pushes his way to the 25-yard line, picks up about 5 yards on first down. Second down, 5 yards to go. And number 77, that is, making the play there, and Anthony Sandoval. So it's second down. 5 yards to go. If the Stars can manufacture positive yardage, as they say, stay ahead of the chains, that bodes well for them.
Well, we saw some positives on that first possession and just coughed it up there a little early for them. But if they can move the ball, gain some big yards, mix in a pass here and there, they'll be okay.
So now they go back to shotgun formation, but they run it out of shotgun with Toll. Toll between guard and tackle, right side, first down as he hunks that right hash mark inside the 20-yard line, down to the 15-yard line. Sandoval making the stop, but the Stars finding some running, especially off the right side of the line. It's first and 10.
Yeah, they've been coming to our side, the right side, a lot, and that hole has been huge. And a lot of times they're running away from Cook because Cook's been lined up on the opposite side each time to the strong side, and they're running to the weak side.
So first down, 10 yards to go for the Stars inside the red zone at the 15-yard line as they operate from the near hash mark. And on first down, 10 yards to go, still out of shotgun formation. Toll actually directing traffic to a wide receiver on the left side. First and 10, they run it with Toll. Left side cuts up the middle inside the 15-yard line, closer to the 11-yard line. Picks up 4 yards on first down. And this is what Starmont's been trying to get to offensively.
It is, and not taking anything away from McManigal, who's been their featured back, but Toll has just been able to find those creases. And, McManigal's a good change of pace the other way. I think this is what Starmont's been striving for, just haven't been able to put it together until this drive tonight.
So, again, a situation where it's second down, 6 yards to go for the Stars. Receiver to the left side, and that is Camden Hamlet. To the right side is Recker. Split backs in the backfield. They're back under center. And on second down, 6 yards to go, right back to McManigal. Hit at the line of scrimmage, spins ahead, maybe to the 10-yard line. Quickly shooting the gap there for the Eagles was number 50 in Wyatt Parker. So it ends up really being no gain, maybe a half a yard, but it's 3rd and 5, and the Stars obviously in 4-down territory.
Yeah, 4-down territory, but 3rd and 5 is manageable for them. I look for them to possibly throw the ball here. They have that nice completion on 3rd down the last series.
Now, they're not afraid to kick field goals. Jax Thomason has their only points of the season as he kicked a field goal from 31 yards earlier this season against St. Ansgar. But they're thinking first down here, and they run it back with McManigal. McManigal lowers the head. They push the pile ahead. He's still on his feet, breaks through the 5-yard line, and he's down to the 2-yard line. It was Toll running the football. Kept the legs churning, and the Stars knock in first and goal at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, nice 8-yard gain there for Jack Toll. He's already up at 41 yards and in this young ball game, but 6 carries and doing a nice job of running hard.
And now this is an opportunity for the Stars to take the early lead. 5 minutes into this ball game. Again, the Stars have not scored a touchdown in their first 3 games, but as we mentioned, they have played a very tough schedule to start the season. But this is a new-look offense with Toll carrying a bulk of the load down this trip. So first down and goal. They say it is actually the 3-yard line. Split backs in the backfield. Thomason goes right side. McManigal between guard and tackle right side. It's Toll right side. And the Stars take advantage of the turnover exchange. And Toll scores from 3 yards out. Stars reach the end zone for the first time this season, now leading 6-0.
Yeah, 2-yard run there, or 3-yard run, I guess, for Jack Toll, but able to hit pay dirt there. As you said, first touchdown of the season. He's pretty excited here. Stars with their first lead of the season.
So it's 6-0, Starmont in the lead. And again, they've got a very good kicker in Jax Thomason. And we mentioned he had a field goal earlier, but it was really good on the PATs a season ago. So the spot is going to be held there by Toll. Gets the snap, gets the spot. Kick is down, high enough, long enough, splits the uprights. 6:23 left in the opening act. Stars strike first. They lead 7-0.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Smith Insurance in Lamont, EFM Construction, Rhoda Chevrolet, Evans Chiropractic, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender, Blooms Flowers, Gibson, more in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, and Morris Funeral Home in Gothenburg and Garnavillo. 6:35 left in the opening quarter. Starmont leads 7-0. Stars' first drive resulted in a fumble that the Eagles picked up on the 31-yard line. And the Eagles then returned the favor and fumbled it back to Starmont. So the Stars use the short field. It is Jack Toll with a touchdown run of 3 yards. Thomason's extra point. That's Jax Thomason. 7-0. Stars have their first lead of the season. Thomason to launch it away at the 40-yard line. It is a returnable kick, and that will be Oberrockling at the 10-yard line. Brings it up left side. He's out to the 30-yard line. Gets to the corner near side. He's out to the 40-yard line and pushed out of bounds there. The second return for Oberrockling this year. The previous return, he went 85 yards for a touchdown against MFL Marmac. And this is a nice return here of 30-plus yards.
Well, he had great blocking. Colton Hager laid a good block. I'm not sure who the other one was. There was 2 really good blocks on this side after he hit that seam, and tackled by the kicker. Tomlinson ended up taking him out of bounds.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Second possession for the Eagles. They operate from the left hash mark here. 2 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left. Cook is to the right of Kregel, who works out of shotgun formation. And on first down, 10 yards to go, they get the snap. He looks to roll out right side, flushed out of the pocket, throws it, looking sideline for Oberrockling, overshot, goes out of bounds. It is incomplete on the Starmont sideline. Exton Detbarn in on the coverage. It's second down and 10 yards to go. And Kregel tried to roll out towards the corner, and had problems getting to the corner.
Yeah, he did. Just not able to get that out there, and overshot Oberrockling. There was no chance to catch that. So Eagles are going to be 2nd and 10 here, coming up short on that first down.
So in this situation, it's going to be, again, a long situation for the Eagles. Second down, 10 yards to go from their own 43-yard line. They continue the same formation with Cook again to the right of the quarterback, Kregel. And on first down, 10 yards to go, they are going to run it up the middle with Cook. Cook lowers the head, keeps his legs turning there, gets across the 50-yard line, working hard, and picks up 8 yards up the middle, tackled by Jack Toll. Didn't look like much initially, but again, Cook able to keep the legs going. It's now 3rd and short.
Yeah, nice gain there by Gabe Cook, and we see him a lot when they get in the red zone, but it's nice to see them giving him the ball a little more often here and picking up some early yards.
So short yardage situation for the Eagles. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. They continue in this formation with now 2 receivers to the left. Back to Cook. Cook hit in the backfield, and he's able to run over a defender and have first down, but fumbles the football. He got first down yardage, but the ball was knocked out of there by a Star. No word yet who's got it, but it appears that maybe the Eagles able to get it just past the sticks. Bailing out the play with the recovery there is number 44, King Chris Gebhardt. But it's enough for a first down, and the Eagles avoid a turnover.
Well, you like to see Gabe Cook running so hard because he made that first hit, bounced off of it, and said, I'm going to get a few more yards. But then that second defender came in and put his helmet right on that ball, popped it out, and Star's not able to come up with it. but man, they gave it a chance there.
So first down, 10 yards to go. The Eagles' second drive, first time inside Starmont territory. 2 receivers to the right, a single receiver to the left, and as I say that, there's 3 receivers to the right. So on first down, 10 yards to go. We approach the 5-minute mark in our first quarter. Snap back to Kregel, being blitzed, rolls out, throws it out of the backfield. It is in and out of the hands of number 21, intended for Kyle Sodawasser, out of the backfield, but knocked away defensively. And making the stop there defensively, I believe, was number 23 there in Detbarn. And it's going to be second down and 10 yards to go. Good coverage there by the Stars defensively.
I'm not sure who came through on that, but a lot of pressure on Kregel. Number 17 is the one who laid the hit.
Hudson Popham made the stop there.
Yeah, he put the hit on Sodawasser, and Sodawasser didn't have any chance of catching that ball. Even if he did, it was going to come right back
So
out.
second down, 10 yards to go for the Eagles. The last 2 plays they've run on first down, they've ended up with no yardage, but able to overcome it the last set of downs. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Keep an eye on Oberbrockling in the slot. And it is Kregel sending Hager in motion, gets the snap. Kregel drops back, flushed, throws it swing pass left side, looking for Hager, overshot near side, 35-yard line, sailed out of bounds. Nearest Star in on the coverage was Hamlet, and it's third down and 10 yards to go. That little bit of pressure for the Stars caused Kregel to hurry it up a bit.
Well, and I think they had it set up right. They had Brandt, who was kind of laying a block, and they had Hager coming behind. But I don't know if either one of them knew who was supposed to go get that pass, because the pass kind of went over both of their heads.
So third and long for the Eagles at the 47-yard line, trailing 7-0 in our Week 4 matchup tonight. Eagles continue to go spread, and again, Kregel now has Cook to his left. Oberbrockling is now lined up as a halfback on the right side of the line. So third down, 10 yards to go. They run it. Quarterback keeper, Kregel, not much. Able to at least get inside the 45. Picks up 3. Toll and also there, Schumacher stayed at home defensively. And it's going to be fourth down for Clayton Ridge. And it's fourth down, 7 yards to go. In the 8-man game, you'd go for this. Let's see what the Eagles do here on fourth down.
Well, they might roll the dice here. Just try to get some momentum back and try to pick this up. But they're going to have to give Kregel some time because he's been hurried a lot.
They are going for it here with 4 receivers lined up to the far side of the field. Hager one-on-one to the near side. Kregel alone in the backfield. Fourth down, 7 yards to go. Back to Kregel, who's being rushed, looking one-on-one for Hager down the sideline. Overshot. The ball sailed out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It is incomplete. Stars brought pressure, and the Eagles not much time to get it off. They got the one-on-one coverage they were looking for, but overshot, and the Stars get a stop on defense.
Well, and you look at their number 1 receiver in yards, 205 yards for Colton Hager, and you're like, let's just throw it up, let him go get it, but overshot him. Got rid of it a little quick, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
But what you see is Starmont getting some pressure into the backfield. And for the Eagles, the last 2 weeks, you've had your way in the backfield.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about that in the pregame. I thought the Stars needed to try to defend that pass, and they've been putting a lot of pressure and doing a good job with it.
So first down, 10 yards to go for the Stars. Great field position, leading 7-0 at their own 44-yard line. And on first and 10, toss-eyed, Toll spins, not much, maybe a yard or 2 in between the numbers to about the 43-yard line. Defensed well by Clayton Ridge. It was Ludovisi among the players up there. And they're not going to give him a gain. Second and 10, we'll call it.
Yeah, he was right at that line of scrimmage and stood straight up and no forward progress. So it's going to be second and 10 for the Stars.
So a long situation for the Stars. Inside 4 minutes left in the opening quarter. One thing about when teams run the football, clock moves. We haven't seen that so far this year. And we're still looking for our first great football game. We've had some one-sided games here early in the season.
This one's shaping up to be pretty good right now.
Second down, 10 yards to go. To throw the football is, again, Thomason rolls out right. The pass caught near side, completed to Popham, who's pushed out of bounds just across midfield. Sodawasser knocked him out of bounds at midfield, but it's a 6-yard pickup. Twice they've run the quarterback Thomason to the right side, the short side of the field, and he's completed both passes.
Well, and, your concern when you make a switch like this is Thomason going to be able to pitch? Is he going to know the offense? He's had 2 nice pitch and catches and has been doing a good job so far. Had that one missed on the fumble, but so far managing okay, and Jack Toll's been looking good in the backfield.
Third, manageable. Scoreboard says 3 yards, but it really is legitimately 5. And again, they now go back to shotgun formation. They're going to run it, and it's a counter play inside to McManigal. He's got the corner. First down yardage inside the 40-yard line, down the far sideline. Inside the 30, fumbles the football, and the ball picked up by Clayton Ridge. A great run by McManigal, but he was hit as he was going out of bounds, lost the football, and a huge break for Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, that's so costly because it was such a well-designed play. Some misdirection with McManigal, but Clayton Ridge comes out on top on that one.
Oberbrockling had a hand in it, whether it was recovering the football or forcing the fumble. And it goes back to the 25-yard line. So a big run by McManigal, the biggest play of the night for the Stars. And they are plagued by their second turnover of the game.
Yeah, all for naught there because you got to hold on to the football in order to finish that out. Otherwise, Clayton Ridge got great field position.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Eagles at their own 25-yard line. And again, continue spread. Cook is now in the backfield to the left of Kregel, and they're going to snap it back, run it right side. Cook hit in the backfield, can't get the legs going, and he'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Outstanding job by Starmont off the left side of their line, and it's no gain. And number 65 making the stop there, and that is once again Eli Burko, a senior, making the stop there, and it's second down, 10 yards to go. We got a score to pass along. Central leads Key High 8-0. There's 3:28 to go in the first quarter, and they have a lightning delay up there at Lansing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
We knew there was some weather moving through and believed that most of it was going to stay north. So far that's the case, but a little bit of a strong storm.
That field sits down in a bowl,
Yeah.
so I'm surprised they can see the lightning down in that bowl.
That's true. Second down, 11 yards to go. A loss of a yard, actually, on that carry. And again, they send Oberbrockling in motion from left to right. There is a flag, and it is a delay of game against Clayton Ridge. And again, we saw them 2 weeks ago. Didn't have a problem at all. You know, very few penalties in that ball game. But last week we're plagued by penalties and just the play clock running out here, and especially when you've got it in the end zone to look at on both sides.
You're looking at it. You had a loss of a yard on that last carry, so you got to get up there and get a gain. You got to line up, and they just still had a guy in motion. They hadn't hiked the ball yet, so they got to get up there a little quicker, get this play call. They're at 10 already and still not at the line.
So second down, 16 yards to go now here. Play clock is at 5. 3 receivers to the left side. Kregels claps the hands, gets the snap. Rolls out left side. Might look to run. Instead, he's going to run, throw it out of bounds, away from traffic, and it is going to be incomplete. It's third down, 16 yards to go. A good chase there by Schumacher. Kregel, nobody open downfield, and did the right thing there. Throw it away, but it's third and long now for the Eagles.
So did he step out of bounds before he threw that then?
Well, the officials.
Because they're going to mark him as a loss, so that's not going to be a pass. That's going to be a running play and a loss of yards.
Well, let's see. If anything, it was second down and 16 yards to go.
Okay, so they're still there. So they're going to stay third down. But Coach Mosier wasn't happy about that.
He thought there was a late hit.
He thought there was a late hit there. He thought something was up.
So third down, 16 yards to go for the Eagles. 2.5 left in our first quarter. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right, and Oberbrockling there at a halfback spot. On third down, 16 yards to go. Snap back to Kregel. Left side looking one-on-one for Hager. That ball, a jump ball, and it's almost intercepted and knocked away by Popham at midfield on the near side. There was a couple of stars in that area, but Popham, a junior, stride for stride, able to meet Hager. They've tried the deep ball twice. It is incomplete, and the Eagles are going to have to punt the football away.
Well, and that was well defensed by Popham there. He did a nice job of high pointing the ball and knocking that away, but they put a lot of air into that ball, let the receivers go catch them, but good defense by the Stars.
Back to receive. Kleinlein stands back at the 45-yard line for Starmont. Up ahead is Detbarn at the 50-yard line. So to launch it away there is for Clayton Ridge. Once again, Bittner. Bittner, a high kick, and that's going to go over the head of, once again, Kleinlein. Roll all the way back to the 25-yard line where he picks it up and just trying to get some yardage, but he makes the defender miss as he goes out to the 30, 35-yard line, then hit and drilled hard by Nicholas Cox on special teams. Able to save some yardage on a 10-yard return, but a nice swing of field position for the Eagles special teams.
Yeah, number 9 is who ended up catching that ball.
Kleinlein.
Yeah, and just got uncleated there. Nice tackle on special teams by the Clayton Ridge Eagles.
So Starmont, first down, 10 yards to go. They were hoping to get the ball maybe towards midfield, but Bittner's punt went all the way to the 25-yard line. So Bittner there, a punt that went over 45 yards.
Yeah, great punt there to kind of flip the field.
So first down, 10 yards to go for the Stars. This is their 4th possession already in the first quarter. They have 2 turnovers and a touchdown of those 3 possessions. First down, 10 yards to go. Back to the ground with Toll between guard and tackle right side. Couple of yards, 29-yard line. Tackled there by Gabe Cook. Also there for Clayton Ridge as well. Caleb Ludovesi on the left side of their line. Positive yardage though. 3-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, just trying to grind this out, trying to get back to establishing that run. Biggest thing right now with the Stars, got to hold on to the football.
So second down, positive yardage on first down. They bring the play in from the sideline. That'll be Recker bringing in the play. We've seen a couple of different looks from Starmont defensively, or I should say offensively in this ball game, but for the most part, they've been really comfortable running with Thomason under center, but he'll go back to spread here.
Yep.
Trying to spread out the Eagles, but they're going to run it with Toll. Toll goes up the middle, 40-yard line, couple of yards. They push the pile ahead to the 41-yard line, maybe the 42. Third down, we'll call it a legitimate 4 yards to go, probably closer to 5 for the Stars.
Yeah, they're continuing to pound away there, and Toll, again, carrying the Lions' share so far. Little late here, 3rd and 5. They want to be a little better on that, but still definitely manageable here for the Stars. Eagles got to find a way to slow down this ground game.
Another score to pass along. North Fayette Valley has scored early in the second quarter. They're now tied with Osage at 7. So third down, 5 yards to go. Again, back under center is going to be Thomason. Rolls out to the right. He's flush, spins. He's going to be dropped for a loss. He was able to avoid originally Kalker, but there to finish things off was number 60 in Nicholas Cox. It's a loss all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. Wyatt Parker actually gets credited for the sack, but it's now 4th and 10. The Stars are going to have to punt.
Yeah, they're just going to be a little short here, and they're going to punt this way, give the ball back to the Eagles.
Now, twice they were able to boot Thomason to the right and complete passes, but the Eagles closed down the edge on that one.
Yeah, good adjustment.
Thomason to launch it away, and it's a low kick. Back to receive is Oberbrockling, away from him. It'll go inside the 30-yard line. Not a bad kick at all. 29-yard line, it's down there. That's a 35-yard punt. There is no return, and it's first down, 10 yards to go for the Eagles at their own 29-yard line. 14 seconds remaining here in our first half.
Yeah, we've had a fast-moving first quarter here, and both teams will have had 4 possessions. Not a lot of scoring, though, just a lot of moving the ball and coming up short.
Yep, the Eagles have lost it on downs, also had a turnover, and they have had to punt the football in their first 3 possessions. So this is possession number 4 for the Eagles, trailing by a score of 7-0. Stars took the opening kickoff and marched it, but then turned it over, but the Eagles gave it right back. And Jack Toll's 3-yard touchdown run, the only scoring for this ball game, Stars in the lead. Eagles under center, and they are lined up in I formation. Receiver split left and right, and Kregel hands it off. That's Cook, the tailback. Cook dives ahead, 35-yard line, solid gain of 5 yards on first down, and the opening quarter comes to an end. Starmont leads Clayton Ridge at the end of 1, 7-0. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in Edgewood and Delhi, J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Elisa Waukee in Guttenberg, Bender's Foods in Guttenberg, Rockwire Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and Bacon Concrete in Postville. We played 1 quarter. Starmont leads 7-0 as we begin quarter number 2. Let's go through stats in the opening quarter. Let's start first off with the Stars.
Yeah, for the Stars, it's all on the ground game. They've got close to 100 yards. Their featured back has been Jack Toll, 48 yards on 10 carries. McManigle's got 33 yards on 3 carries. And Schumacher and Popham both have receptions for 35 and for 6.
All right, on the play to close the first quarter, it was actually Sodawasser in at tailback. He got the carry. Cook is the fullback, and they continue in this formation. Receivers split left and right, I formation, fullback dive to Cook, couple of yards up the middle, gets across the 35-yard line. Third down, manageable, probably 3 yards to go here for the Eagles. So the Eagles realize passing game maybe hasn't been as crisp as we've seen it the last couple of weeks, but they've been so balanced offensively, they've got confidence in their running game.
Yeah, and right now they've only got about 30 or 20 yards of rushing in this first quarter, so they want to try to establish something because that passing game just hasn't been where it's been weeks before.
Third down, 2 yards to go. Continue I formation, single receivers left and right. And on 3rd and 2, back to Sodawasser, left side, hit at the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get to the 40-yard line. This will depend on the spot. Eagles saying it's enough for first down yardage, and it is going to be certainly enough for first down yardage. As it turns out, they put it right smack dab on the 40-yard line, and the Eagles convert 3rd and short.
Yeah, and picked up that first down. So a nice job by Sodawasser falling forward on that. And the Eagles got the start of a drive here.
Stars, not bad defense up front there, but Sodawasser stayed low to the ground, able to fall ahead for first down yardage. So the Eagles at their own 40-yard line, trailing 7-0, and they are going back now to a spread formation, but receivers are lined up on each side of the line. They're not spread out. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And on first down, 10 yards to go, Kregel back to shotgun formation. And Kregel is going to throw the football again. He's being rushed, flushed out of the pocket, looking to run. He'll pick up a couple of yards, save the play as there's lightning off in the distance, by the way, as he brings it across the 40-yard line out to about the 44-yard line. At least it looked that way from here. But a 3-yard pickup there on Kregel. Hopefully somebody was just taking a flash.
You could hear the crowd kind of reacting to it, so I think other people saw it, but I don't think our officiating crew saw it. So we're going to continue on here as if it didn't happen.
So second down, 7 yards to go. Nothing seen here. 3-yard pickup by Kregel, who was blitzed on the left side, but still bought some time. So picked up positive yardage. They're back to the I formation again. And on second down, 7 yards to go. Kregel is going to run it with Sodawasser left side. Gets across the 45-yard line near first down yardage. At the 49-yard line, just inside Eagle territory. But again, you set yourself up with another third and very short situation.
Yeah, and I think that's where they want to be, give themselves options. You know, they can pass out of this, but they can also run it with Cook and pick this up, or run it with Sodawasser, use that speed. So they've got options here if they stay ahead of the sticks.
So third down situation here, and again, just a yard to go for the Eagles, looking to live in this type of situation all night long. And third and short, back to the I formation. Kregel is going to go back to the fullback. Cook, first down, across midfield, falls ahead to the 45-yard line. Jack Toll making the stop there for the Stars. But again, the Eagles starting to control things up front. They're inside Stars territory now.
Yeah, they've made some adjustments. They've switched to that I formation when they run a little bit, and the blocking schemes up front have been adjusted. So they're getting those holes opened up now.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Inside 9 minutes left here in our opening quarter. The one thing the Eagles have not had to do all year is have lengthy drives.
No,
they've scored quickly against a lot of teams.
They've been quick score offense, absolutely.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Bunched formation again. Toss play right side to Cook. Cook steps back inside the 45-yard line. Pursued well, but he's able to get ahead to near the 41-yard line. Did a nice job picking and choosing. Picks up 4 yards on first down. Thrown to the near side of the field. Toll, who's been in on a number of plays. Detbarn as well in on the stop. But again, solid 3-4 yards on first down yardage.
Yeah, if they can get that out of Cook and Sodawasser on the ground game, what's going to happen is it's going to start pulling these Stars a little closer to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to open things up on that passing game.
So second down, we'll call it 6 yards to go at the 41-yard line. Back to the I formation. That's pretty much been most of this drive so far. So second down and short, back to Sodawasser, hit at the line of scrimmage and cannot get away. That was Toll again up front, making the stop, getting through from his linebacker spot. It's no gain. It's third down, 6 yards to go. An outstanding job up front by the Stars, and it was number 19, Caden Hamlet, who really helped out Toll that time.
Well, and there was a different look in there because Gabe Cook is on the sideline. He's talking to the trainer and looking at, I don't know if it's an ankle or if it's a leg injury, but he's not out there right now.
So third down, 6 yards to go, and the Stars will actually take a timeout. So 7:50 left in the half. Big third down coming up for the Eagles. They trail 7-0. Let's take this break.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable, fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Lewena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Third down, 7 yards to go for the Eagles. Trailing 7-0. They are at the 40-yard line. Back to the spread attack and lining up with 5 wide receivers now with 2 to the right and 3 lined up to the left side. So on this play, on 3rd down and 7, shotgun formation for, once again, Craig alone in the backfield. Quick hit play right side, caught there, completed to Brandt. Brandt first down outside the numbers on the near side, 30-yard line, just ran a quick curl to the right side. High percentage pass thrown on a rope there by Craigle, and the Eagles move the chains to the 27-yard line.
And that's a completion that Craigle needed to have there because he just hasn't been able to get anything going. Quick hit, gives Brandt chance to run the ball and picks up the first down.
Yeah,
That's
so
huge.
they went with the short pass that time on 3rd down and long. So first down, 10 yards to go for the Eagles. This is their best drive of the football game as they trail by a score of 7-0. Brandt to the left side. That is, again, Brandt is a senior, 6'3", 180 pounds. Eagles back to the I formation, and they run it left side with Sodawasser. Sodawasser, couple of yards inside the 25-yard line to the 21-yard line. They're getting positive yardage on these first down plays, and it's put the Stars defense in a tough spot. It's 2nd down, 5 yards to go.
Yeah, they're doing a great job on first down, and Starmont's kind of back on their heels right now. So Sodawasser hitting the line hard and getting those good gains.
End of the first quarter, Edco leads Turkey Valley 22-16. Man, the points being put up early in that game.
I guess.
Don't you love 8-man football?
Absolutely.
First down, 2nd down rather. We'll call it 4 to go for the Eagles. They operate from the middle of the field, and they're going to go back to Sodawasser. Sodawasser close to first down yardage. Between guard and tackle, right side, slips down to the 19-yard line. It'll put him 3rd, worst-case scenario, very short. Now for the Eagles, again, they've converted first downs, but every time it's been 3rd and short on this drive.
Yeah, absolutely. They've been, doing a nice job staying on time, picking up first downs, moving the football, methodically getting downfield, and something they haven't had to do a lot of. So Coach Mosher's got to be happy with the way that they're doing.
That's one thing about being balanced. The Eagles showing we can play both ways if we need to. Halfway through the second quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Craigle drops back, quick in play, and that ball almost intercepted. McManigal dropped the route at the left hash mark. The pass intended for Oberbrockling was thrown low. It is incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and a yard to go. So again, the Eagles, when it's actually 4th down, but when it's 3rd and short, it does still open the playbook for them.
Yeah, absolutely. If that ball is a little more on target, it was a little behind the receiver, and it was low, but it was enough for a first down. But put it on target, they picked this up. And at this point, inside the 20, they're going to go for it, try to pick up 4th
So
down.
4th down, a yard to go here for the Eagles. They'll go back to the I formation. And again, receiver split left and right. So here's your 4th down play. And on 4th down, they give it to Cook. Cook hit in the backfield. I don't know if he got first down yardage. This is going to depend on the spot. The Stars say they've got to stop, and they do. Starmont steps up defensively. Number 72, bottom of that line, Caden Baumgartner, a senior at 6'2", 210 pounds. The Eagles run fullback dive, and they don't get to the 19-yard line, and the Stars get a stop on downs.
Yeah, that was he was stood up right away and didn't hit the line real hard with a lot of momentum, just thinking it's going to open up, and it never did. So Stars are going to take over here on their own 19-yard line.
You don't mind the play call at all. You've been running it successfully, and Cook so good at getting at least a yard on a lot of plays.
Yeah, just those guys up front didn't get it open quick enough, and good job by the Star defense.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Receivers split left and right, split backs in the backfield for the Stars, and they're going to run the football. McManigal, not much, couple of yards across the 20, and he's able to get out to about the 21-yard line, 22-yard line, and correction, it's Toll. So Jack Toll, and actually on the carry, it was not Toll. Toll is in the backfield. I believe it was it Schumacher carrying it there? It was Toll. Yep, Schumacher wears number 5, and Toll wears number 6. You'd think we'd know that by now, but it was pretty tough to see walking back to the huddle, and that was Schumacher walking back. But a 3-yard pickup on first down nonetheless. So 2nd down, 7 yards to go for the Stars. Eagles look like they're bringing run blitz, but they run it left side. This time it is McManigal. He'll get out to the 25-yard line. That's about it. Couple of yards there. So 3rd down, along 5 yards to go for the Stars inside 5 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, McManigal, just getting some yards, but maybe not getting as much as they want to there. Left his feet, which kind of surprised me. He's a big bruising back and kind of hurdled over the guy, put himself up in the air. That's easy to tackle you because you got no legs.
Yeah, now Toll, it's a case there that they feel like he can run between the tackles, but he's got some good speed to get to the outside. McManigle's a bruiser. He's going to go up the middle against you.
Yeah, absolutely, but he just needs to stay on the ground and run somebody over.
Third down, 4 yards to go. Back to a spread formation. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They work out a pistol. Thomason rolling out right, looking to throw the football. That ball behind the intended receiver at the 30-yard line. I believe that was Kleinline on the right side. It is incomplete, and that will bring up 4th down. Again, they rolled him out to the right. And the pass actually intended for Camden Hamlet. It's incomplete, and the Stars, after getting a stop defensively, will go 3 and out. And the Eagles figure to get pretty decent field position.
Yeah, that was unfortunate because they had a nice stop and not able to get anything going offensively, so they got to punt it away.
Oberbrockling standing at his own 40-yard line. Thomason kicks it away, but that ball will bounce and right at the 35-yard line, and Oberbrockling cannot get to it. He does now on the far sideline, gets a couple of yards and steps out of bounds. So he was able to at least get a couple of yards, but not bad position as far as field-wise for the Eagles. They're at their own 38-yard line, trailing by a score of 7-0. 4:21 to work with in our first half.
Now, if you're the Eagles, you definitely want to answer this. They do get the second half kickoff, but they sure would like to put some points up on the board, maybe get this back to even, and go into the halftime at least not down.
Coming up at the half, we'll talk with Clayton Ridge volleyball coach and athletic director Adam Radcliffe. He'll be our halftime guest tonight. We'll talk about how the volleyball season is going. Also, we'll talk about homecoming.
Yeah, helping out with homecoming, and hopefully he can give us some details and maybe some results about it.
Yep, first down, 10 yards to go. And back to the spread formation for the Eagles, and they're going to run it out of it. It's Cook. Cook up the middle, across the 40, falls ahead to the 41-yard line, picks up 3 yards on first down. It'll be second down, 7 yards to go. So they continue to challenge the defense. Toll on another tackle. He may be double-digit tackle-wise this first half alone.
Well, he leads the team in tackles coming in tonight, 20.5 tackles, 17 solos, and 4 sacks. So he does it on both sides of the ball.
So second down, and it is 7 yards to go. Toll, of course, is a senior, was part of that team a couple of years ago. Many of these seniors that turned the season around, turned Starmont football around, and went 8-1 2 seasons ago. But now it is second down, 7 yards to go. And Oberbrockling in motion from right to left. Snap back. It's a high snap to Kragle. Gets it off to Cook, but this play is blowing up. The high snap disrupted the play. Stars bring run blitz, and they stop the play right in its track for a loss of yardage. Back to the 38-yard line. Even below that, 36-yard line. And it's going to be third down and long for the Eagles. A Toll in that area. Popham there as well, along with Hamlet.
A loss of 4 there, and the high snap really disrupted it, but a nice call there by the defense for Starmont, bringing that run blitz. They were right on top of that.
So now third down, 11 yards to go for the Eagles. Another third and long situation. Last drive, they were in so many short situations, but this is a third and long situation, which they saw earlier in the ball game. So third down, 11 yards to go, spread formation. And on third down, Kragle gets the snap from center and steps back. Now flushed out of the pocket, looking to run, but he will not be able to avoid pressure, and he'll go down for another loss back inside the 35-yard line. Play broken down there defensively again by the Stars, and it's a loss all the way back inside the 35-yard line. Logan Aldrich gets credited with the sack, and the Eagles will go 3 and out with 2.5 and counting here in our first half.
Yeah, they're going to give the ball right back to the Stars, and the Stars are going to send 2 guys back and hopefully try to set up a return here.
And they will line up at their own 20-yard line as Bittner to launch it away. And he stands back at his own 22-yard line. And a high snap, but again, light pressure. He's able to get the kickoff, and coming up to catch it there is going to be Popham. The ball is fumbled, and it's loose, and the Eagles have it. Unable to come up with it cleanly was Thomason. And by the time Thomason tried to regroup, there was contact, and the ball picked up by the Eagles in Wyatt Parker. It bounced right to him at the 35-yard line. And a gift handed to the Eagles, 1st and 10 at the Stars' 35-yard line.
Yeah, Thomason came up to try to catch that thing, and he was on the run, and that went right off his pads. And Wyatt Parker right on top of that. Downed it right on the 35s, Johnny on the spot.
Parker, the ball just basically bounced right to him, and he fell down at the 35-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. The Stars now with another turnover in this first half. That's been one of their downsides. They've lost 3 in this ball game now in the first half. First down, 10 yards to go. Kragle, right side, that pass caught by Conker, middle of the field, inside the 20-yard line. He goes down to the 10. Tracked down from behind by Toll. Also in on the play is Kleinline, but it's going to bring up first and goal. Eagles' best passing play they've run run tonight. And just a quick in pattern there, right side to Kulker.
Yeah, Kulker able to catch that and get away from the first tackler and then get some big gains there, so a nice pitch and catch.
And Detbarn, not bad coverage at all there, but it was a better catch by Kulker. And now the Stars want to take a timeout. Big series coming up here. Eagles looking first and goal at the 9-yard line, trailing 7-0. Let's take this break.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
First down and goal at the 9-yard line for the Eagles. I formation, trailing 7-0. They run it left side with Sodawasser. Sodawasser to the 5. He'll push it down to the 4, and it's second and goal to the 4-yard line. So the Eagles trailing 7-0. This is their best drive of the night, but they were gifted a turnover that they're trying to take advantage of.
Yeah, they need to take advantage. Need to put points up on the board here. We're under 2 minutes here, almost a minute to play in the first half. They want to come away with some points.
So second down and goal. And the clock continues to run, and the Eagles don't mind that at all. They still have 3 timeouts. Stars only have 1. But if you're Clayton Ridge here, you certainly want to put the ball in here and don't leave Starmont just too much time to work with. Eagles get the ball to start the second half. So second down and goal to the 4-yard line. And back over to now Cook. Cook up the middle. He's down to the 3-yard line, leans ahead, goes in for the score. Touchdown, got it. Gabe Cook, another touchdown on this young season. Scores from 4 yards out. And the Eagles back within 7-6.
Yeah, just gave it to Cook. Like I said, when he gets inside the red zone, they call his number a lot. That's his, I believe, 8th touchdown of the season. And puts the Eagles up on the board for the first time tonight.
And now the Eagles will try to tie it up here. So Gabe Cook, the touchdown run here in the second quarter. Again, officially a 4-yard run. And Bittner, which now looks like a big PAT, the left-footed kicker. Bittner. So there is the spot down by Hager. Kick is up. It is high enough, long enough. Put it on the board. 59 seconds left in the half. We've got a good one. Clayton Ridge and Starmont tied at 7. Back with the final minute of the first half after this.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
It's back to school time and the fall sports season is underway. Hi, this is Dr. Jessica Wilkie of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We have lots to celebrate over here with the excitement of back to school and the recent wedding of our doctors Chase and Daphne Bruner. Dr. Mark Foley and myself would like to extend them congratulations and wish all our area students and athletes good luck this fall. We welcome new patients and look forward to seeing you at your next dental appointment.
7-7. Clayton Ridge scores on a 4-yard touchdown run by Gabe Cook. Bittner's PAT knots it up at 7. Bittner to lunch it away at the 40-yard line with 1 minute left here in our first half. And the Stars scored in the first quarter. Eagles the only scoring here in the second quarter. Bittner to launch it away. That kick going back there is picked up by the Stars at the 7-yard line. They bring it right side. Carrying it up the middle there, I believe, is Detbarn. Detbarn across the 30-yard line. He'll bring it out to the 35-yard line. Nice return. And it's a solid 30-yard return. Give him 31. 53 seconds to go. Stars have 1 timeout to use. Tied at 7 here and not bad field position. If you're thinking about it the other way, the Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts to use.
Well, Starmont had to use 2 different timeouts, so they only have 1 timeout to work with under a minute to play. So if they're trying to do something quick, they're going to have to throw the ball, and they've thrown the ball with Thomason rolling out of the pocket tonight.
And they took their timeouts there defensively for both of their timeouts. So first down, 10 yards to go. They'll continue split backs in the backfield. Receiver split left and right. And on 1st and 10, Thomason is going to run it with Toll. Toll right side, bounces to the outside, tripped up, stays on his feet, 40-yard line. Toll's in the open, and now this is a race down the sideline. Toll is gone. 20, 10, gone. Touchdown, got it. An impressive run of 64 yards. And with 41 seconds left in the half, the Stars quickly answer 13-7.
Yeah, Toll looked like he was going to get bogged down in that mess in the secondary, and all of a sudden squirted away from a tackler, and there was nobody behind him. He scrambles 64 yards for the touchdown.
And the Stars, with 41 seconds to go, one of those deals that you run it on first down to see what happens. If you break open a bigger play, it opens the playbook for you. But that was the big play to open the drive.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're going to kick the extra point here and look to go in halftime with a lead, possibly.
So Jax Thomason, who's the outstanding kicker for the Stars, the right-footed kicker, to try to add the PAT out of Toll's hold. Spot is down, kick is up, it's high enough, long enough, put it on the board. A good one in the River Valley. Starmont 14, Clayton Ridge 7. Let's take this break.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
14-7, Starmont with a 64-yard run by Jack Toll. It is Toll's second touchdown of the half. Thomason's PAT makes it 14-7. 41 seconds left here in our first half. Jax Thomason to launch it away from the 40-yard line. Again, the Eagles get the ball to start the second half, and they still have 3 timeouts. So this may depend on where they get field position, and it is a bit of a pooch kick. It is fielded by the up back there in Hager at the 15-yard line. He'll bring it wide side of the field out to the 25-yard line across the 30, tackled at the 33-yard line. Not a bad return, but 8 seconds went off the clock, and it's first down, 10 yards to go for the Eagles. And with 3 timeouts, I still think they look at it saying, you know, we know we can throw the football here. Let's take a shot, perhaps.
Absolutely. I don't see any reason why they can't take a few shots down the field, try to pick up some big yards, and maybe try to get close enough, even if Bittner try to kick a field goal, get some points on the board. But with 3 timeouts, they've got some options here.
Another score to pass along, 14-7. Osage has just scored late in the first half against North Fayette Valley. They have the same score, and Osage leads North Fayette Valley. Meanwhile, first down, 10 yards to go. The Eagles will have 2 receivers to the right, 2 backs in the backfield with Kregel, and he's going to throw the football. Looking right side, pump fakes, throws it short, incomplete to Conker. Conker, again, just ran a little curl route at the 34-yard line. It is incomplete, and it is second down, 10 yards to go, 30 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, just a little sit-down route, and I think he was the decoy because Hager was going a little deeper, but well covered, so tried to go underneath, and ball just underthrown there, not able to catch that ball.
So the other thing about that would have been a completed pass, and you would have gained maybe 5 or 6 yards, and then the clock would have been running, so you'd have been forced to take a timeout. So actually not a bad incompletion in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, but they got to pick up bigger chunks here if they want to try to score before half.
And again, they'll line up out of shotgun formation. And it is second down, 10 yards to go. Kregel rolling out right, throws it right side near the sideline. It is caught. That is a number 16 catching that in Schrader. Schrader near side gets first down, steps out of bounds. 43-yard line, nice pitch and catch. They pick up 11 yards, 25 seconds to go. And a nice play call there by the Eagles. Safe pass there, and you ran it near the sideline.
Yeah, a really well-designed play and a nice catch as he goes up the sideline there, and looks like we're going to have a timeout by Starmont. They're going to take their final.
So we'll keep it right here during this timeout. For Postville's ball game against South Wind, they are in a lightning delay, so that game hasn't even started up at Postville tonight.
Oh, so they're waiting it out and hopefully it pushes through. I believe we have a lightning delay still up in Keyhigh as well,
with
right?
Central and Keyhigh, with Central leading 8-0. We might be the early show. I got to be honest with you. it looks like it's lightening up north down here from the River Valley. We're just going to play on.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of shots. We're not sure how far they are, but we're continuing to play here. We're hoping to get to halftime.
And I know our officiating crew, and it's a well-experienced crew, right on top of things. Dennis Rima's crew for this ball game tonight. So 25 seconds to go. Stars are out of timeouts, but this is about not letting anybody behind you defensively.
Yeah, they're talking about defensive assignments, knowing who you got, picking them up, having that help over the top, and you might give up a few yards on a run play, but you don't want to give up the deep pass.
At some point, the Eagles are going to have to take a shot. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 44-yard line. Max protection of the backfield. And again, on first down, 10 yards to go, they're going to throw the football. Right side, Kregel flushed out of the pocket, looking down the sideline. The ball, jump ball near side. It's knocked away. Oberbrockling at the 43-yard line, going up there along with Luca Recker. One-on-one coverage. They both got their hands on it, but incomplete. And it's 2nd and 10, 20 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, ball falls incomplete, so it's not the end of the world, but tough pass there, and ball thrown just a little bit high. Going to be hard to handle.
So 2nd and long for Clayton Ridge. And again, the game with MFL Marmac and their ball game tonight, as MFL Marmac is taking on Beckman, has not started yet either because of lightning.
In a lightning delay. Yep, absolutely.
So that's the common theme across the area tonight. So far, nothing happening down here. 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Kregel on the run, throws it left side. The pass underthrown. It is incomplete. Looking on the far sideline towards the 48-yard line, intended for Schrader, and it is going to be 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Kleinlein, I believe, in on the coverage there for the Stars. And 16 seconds to go in our first half.
Yeah, Kregel just not quite as crisp on his throws tonight. They've been just a little off, and receivers having to go down, try to catch things, and not able to come up with them tonight. He's only got 4 completions.
And give a little credit to Starmont because it hasn't been clean back there for the most part.
No, it hasn't. They've been putting a lot of pressure up front and getting into the backfield, flushing out Kregel.
3rd down, 10 yards to go. Single back in the backfield with Cook. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and again, they're going to run it now with Cook. Cook hit at the line of scrimmage, falls ahead, 45-yard line, that's it. Eagles content to get to the half. Outstanding job by Starmont to not allow a big run, and in on the play was number 24 for them in Logan Aldrich, and the first half comes to an end. Pretty good half of football in this Class A district matchup, but it is Starmont scoring late in the quarter on a 64-yard run from Jack Toll. They have the lead at the half. Starmont 14, Clayton Ridge 7 at the break. When we return, first half stats, our halftime interview coming up, and scores from across the area. You're listening to High School Football on KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa.
At Freedom Bank, you're more than a customer. You're part of our community. We are 100% employee-owned, which means every person you meet is invested in your success. With branches in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, we're right around the corner, ready to support life's big moments and everyday wins. Committed to your community, focused on your future. Freedom Bank, we empower success. Member FDIC.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus LiveScan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Rivals Inc. Custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. The Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, and by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader. At the half, Starmont leads Clayton Ridge 14-7. We'll go through the first half stats coming up in just a bit. But first off, our halftime interview, we're joined by Clayton Ridge co-volleyball coach and Adam Radcliffe. Let's talk about, first off, how's the volleyball season going for the Eagles?
Yes, we've actually been playing a lot of matches lately. The girls are doing a really good job. We kind of knew this season that we were going to kind of have a brand new sort of mix-up of a team. We graduated a lot of seniors last year, some seniors that had been playing for, I think 3 years on varsity. So we have a mix of grades. Not a lot of experience at the varsity level, but it's really kind of starting to come together. They've been working hard. I think right now we're playing kind of our best volleyball of the season, so we're excited to keep working and keep improving every night.
All right, tell me about some of those individuals.
Yeah, so senior returners, we have 6. We have Carly Willie, we have Gabby Wilker, we have Amira Dushantoma. She is new this year. She came from Dubuque to us, so we're excited for her. We have Olivia Gert. So yeah, we have some experience there. And then we also have, I think we're playing 4 to 5 freshmen right now using them. So, it's a big jump from 8th grade up to varsity volleyball. So, learning a lot, definitely for sure. And the girls are really starting to come together and play well together as a team.
All right, in the conference, all brand new this year.
Yes, so we also have 3 new schools added to our Upper Iowa Conference, and so we do some crossover quad nights, and then we have our big and our small division. So we're playing kind of everybody in the entire conference, all 11 schools, I guess, plus us throughout the season.
All right, now let's talk about schedule-wise. What's coming up for you guys?
So we do have Tuesday, we're playing all 3 levels at Postville. That'll be our 3rd division match of the season. So we're excited to go up there and hopefully get a win up at Postville and make our division record a little bit better.
All right, speaking of, who do you see as the top teams so far this season?
Oh, I don't know. I would say probably in the small division, I'm thinking maybe Turkey Valley. We saw them the other night. We did not play them yet, but we did see them. They looked pretty solid. The big school division, we've only seen a couple schools there. I don't know. I think North Fayette Valley probably has a decent shot. They were pretty good last year, and they did win the conference last year too. So with those 3 new schools, you kind of never know. So it's kind of exciting every night to see the scores and how everybody's playing. I think Southwind is also playing really well this year. They're also in that big division.
All right, so good luck
to
you. Good
volleyball, yeah.
Absolutely. Good luck to you guys. Let's talk about homecoming this week. I know you took part of that as the athletic director. Give us a recap how homecoming went.
Yes, we actually started on a Sunday, or this past Sunday, with our homecoming kickoff events. We had Powder Puff football, and we had Ironman volleyball, and then we had a glow run. The cross country led that. So that was kind of fun on the Sunday night to kind of get the homecoming activities going. Of course, we had TPing going on throughout the night that night. That's always just kind of an off-the-calendar type event. But we know the kids have fun, and it's kind of a harmless thing that they like to partake in. And then we actually had our parade today, which was awesome. The floats were really good. The kids spent all day working on their floats, and it's just a great tradition at Clayton Ridge for the homecoming week. Yeah.
And you guys did the crowning of the king and queen earlier tonight.
We did, yeah. It was pretty exciting. 4 great girls, 4 great guys, all nice kids. So it didn't really matter who won tonight. It's a great honor to be on court, and then the winners is just an extra honor there. Yeah.
Yep. The queen Alyssa Sotowaster, the king Chris Gephardt. Let's talk about the dance tomorrow night then.
Yes, the dance is from 8:30 to 10:30 at the high school. They're going to start right after the fireworks in town that were postponed.
Handles Midland Garage Doors for residential commercial needs. Midland Steel Garage Doors provide the best all-around needs. Midland Steel Garage Doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Moisure Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Moisure Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
Hi, this is Tara Fink, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Helping people, bottom line, is the biggest reason I chose a career in mental health. During my own struggles, it was difficult to find good support in this area. Therefore, I vowed to come back home to help meet the great need for mental health care in Northeast Iowa. I'm available for consultations at both the Walk-On and Postville Clinic locations, offering assessment, diagnosis, and medication management for all mental illnesses.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Stars Eagles Football is brought to you in part by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. And by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader.
At the half, our score 14-7. Starmont leads Clayton Ridge. We apologize for some technical difficulties, and obviously, we do these ball games, of course, with a router, and it's you're debating, have to be so useful on cell signals, stuff like that. We don't know if the weather in the area may be affecting that tonight here. Never a great signal down here anyway. We're up against the bluff, and we were going to try to use that they have here in the press box, but that didn't work at all. So the signal was actually worse. So we're just going to try to continue to fight our way through this here. It does sound like most of the audio continues to go through, but we appreciate you being patient with us here in this ball game tonight. Starmont leads by a score of 14-7. Jack Toll scored on a 3-yard run and a 64-yard run late in the final minute of the first half. Gabe Cook has the lone Clayton Ridge touchdown on a 4-yard run. It's 14-7. Let's go through the first half stats, and let's start first off here for the Stars.
Yeah, for the Stars, we'll start on the ground. Jack Toll's got 12 carries, 115 yards, those 2 touchdowns. Vincent McManigal has 4 carries, 35 yards, and Thomason has that 1 carry. He got sacked for 5 yards. So 17 carries, 145 yards for the Stars. In the air, Thomason is 2 for 3 for 41 yards, a 35-yarder to Schumacher, and 6-yarder to Popham. So 186 yards of offense, but most of that coming on the ground, and that's exactly what the Stars were wanting to do.
This is a good change they've made, moving Toll to get a bulk of the carries instead of the quarterback spot. But again, it's been directed well by Jax Thomason. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they've had to lean on the run a little bit more, and they had a nice drive for a touchdown.
They did. Gabe Cook ended up getting that touchdown for him. He's got 12 carries, only 29 yards, but that 4-yard touchdown. Kyle Sodawasser's got 7 carries for 27 yards. And Seth Kragel, 3 carries for 2 yards. So 22 carries, only 58 yards for the Eagles. On the passing side of it, not as efficient tonight. Seth Kragel, 4 completions on 13 attempts for 49 yards. Mixing it up, though, 1 catch for Kolker for 26 yards. Darren Brandt, 1 catch for 14 yards. Schrader had 1 catch for 11 yards. And then Gabe Cook had that catch that lost yardage. So 107 yards of offense total for the Eagles. And their top 2 receivers haven't caught a ball yet.
And again, they've been able to spread it out. They've completed 70% of their passes into week number 4. So the passing game has been off tonight. Give credit to what Starmont is certainly doing defensively in the ball game. All right, updates. Lots of games in lightning delays, and Central leading Keyhigh in the first quarter, that game under a lightning delay. Southwind and Postville have yet to start, a lightning delay there. Beckman and MFL Marmac with a lightning delay, they have yet to start. North Fayette Valley trails Osage at the half, 14-7, so they're getting that ball game underway there at Osage. And Edco led Turkey Valley at the end of one, 22-16, and we'll certainly try to get you an update on that ball game here tonight as well. So far, we've avoided the weather. It's been playing on, even though we can see everything kind of happening up north.
Well, and all of that is to the north of us, so we know that that's going on. We've been kind of keeping an eye to the north, but everything that we've been seeing, I think, is over the river on the other side in Wisconsin. So we've been lucky so far, but they're keeping an eye on things, and they'll let us know if anything pops up. But we're hoping for the best. We don't want to be the late show. We definitely want to be the early show tonight.
And we are not endorsed by the American Meteorological Society.
Absolutely not.
14-7, our score at the half. Starmont in the lead. Back with the second half kickoff after this.
Energy consumers everywhere are getting calls and texts from scammers. The callers threaten to shut off their power if payment is not made immediately. Don't fall for it. Never give out financial or personal information to someone who calls claiming to be from your provider. When in doubt, always call your utility and get the facts. Alameda Clayton Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Being good at life means getting your finances in order so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of experience, New York Life Insurance Company offers insurance and financial solutions you can benefit from while you're well living. For trusted guidance, contact your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer with your Vision Financial Group, proudly located and serving the beautiful Guttenberg community. Call Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. Start planning today for peace of mind tomorrow. Your Vision Financial Group is not owned or operated by New York Life.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Myers Auto Service in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. This is KCTN Sports.
Once again at the half, Starmont leads 14-7 at halftime of a ball game down here in the River Valley. Want to remind you our coverage continues. Next week, our homecoming parades continue. We'll be in West Union, North Fayette Valley taking on Waukon. Those two teams have been in the same district since I think we went to district football.
So.
Very rarely have they not been in the same district. We've done that matchup the last few years. That's been a good one. Countdown to kickoff at 6:30. Game time at 7:30. A later start from West Union next week. We're ready to start the second half here. They did not put 3 minutes on the clock, so it will be Thomason to launch it away from the 40-yard line. Eagles have Hager back to receive at the 10-yard line. Also deep is Oberruckling as well. Second half is underway, and a good high kick. Hager catches it at the numbers near side of the 10-yard line. He'll bring it out across the 20-yard line and tackled one-on-one at the 22-yard line. Fighting off the defender and making the stop there was number 17, Popham making the stop. Did an outstanding job fighting off his block and getting to Hager. It's a 14-yard return.
Yeah, just nobody to block him. Got past Overbrockling and did a nice one-on-one tackle. They're going to start just inside the 25 on the 24-yard line.
So again, first down, 10 yards to go. For the Eagles, trailing 14-7 as they look to get their offense going here in the second half. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. They work out of pistol formation here. Correction, shotgun. First down, 10 yards to go, and they're going to run it with Cook. Cook, actually, they throw it right side. They fake the handoff. It's caught by Oberruckling. Oberruckling makes a defender miss at the 30, gets out to the 31-yard line, picks up 7 yards. Great sell on the fake there by Kregel, and they rolled out to the right and complete the pass for 7 yards.
And who's in on the tackle once again? Jack Toll finishes him off.
And he's had a monster game for them, not only running the football, but also throwing the football in this game tonight. So the Eagles, for the most part, they've been successful on a lot of first down plays, but now the playbook a little more open. And second down, 2 yards to go. They actually gave them a pickup of 8 yards on that play. So a nice pitch and catch, Kregel to Oberruckling. Second down, 2 yards to go. They run it with Cook up the middle. Cook's got first down, 35-yard line. Stood up there, but enough to move the chains. And it's a 4-yard pickup on first down. Bottom of that pile there for the Stars is once again Toll. And also there being helped out by Recker from the secondary. Also there as well was number 17, Hudson Popham. And it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Well, and it's real subtle, but they ran that fake to Cook and that pass to Overbrockling. So they ran the same set, but this time gave it to Cook, and all it did is it froze the linebackers for long enough that Cook was able to pick up that first down. So being effective with that dual threat.
So first down, 10 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Cook is to the left now of Kregel. And to the snap back to Kregel, rolling out to the left, looking to throw the football. Kregel throws it short, caught. Oberruckling at the 40-yard line, gets across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Same play they ran similarly to the right. They run run this to the left. And Oberbrockling, with those good hands, hauls it in for a positive gain on first down.
Yeah, and starting to rack up some receiving yards here. We talked about Overbrockling didn't have a catch in the first half. He's his number 2 receiver on the season, so getting him involved. Now they got to look to get Colt Hager involved and make that deep threat legit.
Another score at the half. Edco leads Turkey Valley 30-16 at the break. Meanwhile, second down, 4 yards to go. Rolling out to the right is Kragle. That pass caught by Oberbrockling, but drilled immediately at the 45-yard line. Nice catch there, rolling out to the right side. Luca Recker makes the stop, but it should be enough for first down yardage. It is. The Eagles out to the 45-yard line, and the makings of a nice drive so far.
Yeah, nice catch there, and way to hold on to that ball for Caston Overbrockling. But enough to pick up that first down.
So at the 45-yard line, Eagles still in their own territory, trailing 14-7 as we start the second half. And now the Eagles put 3 receivers to the left. Brandt is alone to the near side of the field. That's the short side of the field. And on first down, 10 yards to go, they run it with Cook up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall ahead for 2 up the middle, and that's about it. Second down, 8 yards to go. Defensed well up front for the Stars. In on the play there, one of them was number 51, Jacob Harkin. Among the players there, Toll around the action. 2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8 after that gain of 2 on first down.
I think if you're Starmont, you're okay with a 2-yard gain. That means the guys up front are doing their job and linebackers are finishing them off. It's those big gains that they weren't liking, but right now Clayton Ridge is really getting that passing game going.
Yep, Stars want them to be a little bit methodical. So second down, 8 yards to go. Eagles right now methodically moving the ball. And here's a toss play right side to Cook. Cook in the backfield makes the defender miss. He'll get out near the 50-yard line, stays on his feet, but finally brought down at the 50-yard line. He kind of fell over the pile on the right side and fell ahead to the 50-yard line. Tough run, gained 3, but it's 3rd and 5 now for Clayton Ridge.
Yeah, just hard running there, and the Stars are doing a nice job of setting that edge, and then linebackers stepping up into those gaps. So just not a lot of running room for Gabe Cook today.
Sawyer Schlee making the stop, by the way. So 3rd down, but it's manageable for the Eagles, and a drive that is over 3 minutes old, trailing 14-7 our score. So again, 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Cook is to the right there of Kragle, the quarterback. And again, now we've got a timeout, and this is taken by Clayton Ridge. So we'll take this break with a big 3rd down coming up for the Eagles, trailing 14-7. Let's take this break.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
So a timeout taken by the Eagles, their first of the second half, trailing by a score of 14-7. Big 3rd down here for Clayton Ridge from midfield. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Kragle again out of shotgun. And rolling out to the left, the wide side of the field. Kragle looking to get to the corner, and he's able to turn the corner, but throws it on the run, still in the area. That ball going for it out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's the Eagles, but it's incomplete. The ball thrown out of bounds. Looking for Brandt on the far sideline. Stars had an opportunity for it on the far side of the field at the 35-yard line, but it's incomplete. 4th down, 5 yards to go. I believe it was Schumacher in on the coverage there on the far sideline for the Stars.
And I think he had the best chance at it, and Brandt came back through him to try to knock that away, but he was out of bounds when he caught that. So Eagles are going to have to punt this away.
Yeah, pretty nice drive for Clayton Ridge, but it bogs down at midfield, and it figures for the Stars. They go back to the 10-yard line as Bittner will punt it away, standing at his own 38. So this is from the 50-yard line, gets the snap back there, and Bittner a high kick. It's a short kick. That ball will be caught, and actually jumping for it and missing it is, I believe, Detbarn there, and he was fortunate it didn't hit him. He jumped in the air like he was going to try to catch it, then stayed away late, and it ends up being down at the 18-yard line, 32-yard repunt. There is no return there, and that maybe ended up being a little more interesting than it needed to be for the Stars.
Well, and And it was weird because I think where he jumped, he wasn't the one closest to the ball. It was the other deep back, and neither one of them touched it, but it just looked odd to jump for a punt because you're up in the air. You're so vulnerable anyway. That just makes it worse.
So first down, 10 yards to go. And again, they're going to run the football. Right side, it is Toll. Across the 20-yard line. He'll pick up 3 yards to the 21-yard line. They run him off tackle right side. It is second down, 7 yards to go. So I would say the pace of this ball game being played exactly like Starmont wants it to here. They wanted to make this an in-the-trenches affair.
Yeah, absolutely. They wanted to, try to win the running battle and just grind it out. And right now they are. They're winning the trench war, getting good gains, playing ahead of the sticks, and running some clock. I think if they can manage that clock like this, they feel like they're going to be in a good position.
So second down, 6 yards to go here. You have receivers split left and right, split backs in the backfield. First touch of the second half for the Stars. And they run it McManigal, the fullback. Big hole through the middle, 25-yard line, near first down yardage. I think they might give it to him. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Vincent McManigal up the gut and move the chains. First down for the Stars, 6-yard pickup.
And that was a hard run by McManigal with the up back and hit the line hard, kept his shoulders square, and fell forward enough to pick up the first down.
So first down for the Stars at their own 28-yard line. This brings back the old days of Starmont football, right? 3 yards, a cloud of dust.
3 yards, cloud of dust. Yeah, we're going to do our best. You just try to stop what we can do.
Had a state finalist team in 1999 that just grounded their teams into submission. First down, 10 yards to go until the championship game where they lost to West Lyon. Back to McManigal up the middle, and he's able to drag an Eagle defender across the 30 out to the 32-yard line. Solid gain. 4 yards on first down, inside 7 minutes left in the third.
And I think if you're Coach Augustine, you're looking at these big gains on first down going, we're good with this. Let's just keep doing that, stay ahead of the chains, move the ball, nice methodical drive. And if you can finish with points, even better.
And again, as we mentioned earlier, this is a change for Starmont offensively. As Jack Toll quarterbacked the first 2 games, in case you missed it, they've moved him to the running back spot, and it has made a difference for the Stars in this ball game.
And I think it's made McManigal even more effective being that second man.
Second down, 5 yards to go. McManigal got 5 on first down. Right back to McManigal again, and he gets across the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. He'll pick up 2-3 yards, third down and short. They've went fullback dive, 3 straight plays up the middle.
Yeah, just a hard running. We talked about him being so much of a bruiser, and another 3 yards there. So keeping them on time here with their downs. Does Starmont try to throw it here, try to catch Clayton Ridge off guard, or do we just grind it out and tell Clayton Ridge, you got to figure out how to stop us?
What Starmont has done through the year so well, run the football. I bet you they stay on the ground here. Why not? You should. 3rd and 2, they run it this time with Toll. Toll first down up the middle, 40-yard line. He breaks through. Toll's down to the 50-yard line, and now this is a race down the far sideline. Toll is gone. 20, 10, touchdown. Got it. He had a 64-yard run earlier. This, by the way, is a 64-yard run here, and it's 21-7. Stars in the lead now.
Yeah, what a huge run there by Toll. And again, got to that first wave of tacklers, shed the tackler, and when he bounced to the outside, it turned into a foot race. And we talked about him having speed, and he showed it there again as he pulled away.
Sodowasser gave great chase but could not catch Toll, and the Stars lead by 2 touchdowns now at 20-7. As we mentioned, it's a good thing they made a change. It is showing big time in this ball game tonight.
Yeah, it really has.
And here will be Thomason's PAT. It's up high enough, long enough, put it on the board. Right now, the Stars spoiling the Eagles' homecoming. They lead 21-7. Let's take this break.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Smith Insurance in Lamont, EFM Construction, Rhoda Chevrolet, Evans Chiropractic, Silver Edge Cooperative in Edgewood, Strawberry Point, and Delhi, Citizen State Bank of Monticello, Hopkinton, Ryan, Manchester, Winthrop, Strawberry Point, Springville, and New Vienna, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Blooms Flowers Gibson Moore in Edgewood, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Northeast Iowa Subdrains in Strawberry Point, and Morris Funeral Home in Gothenburg and Garnavillo.
21-7. Starmont gets a 64-yard touchdown run from Jack Toll, his third touchdown of the game. PAT by Thomason, and it is 21-7 now. The Stars putting pressure on the Eagles here with 5:39 to go in our third quarter.
We talked about, that explosiveness that Jack Toll has, and he showed it there again, and he has quieted down this homecoming crowd. The crowd below us pretty quiet right now, and not a huge Starmont crowd, but a full stand over there, and they're pretty excited about the change and what they're seeing in their offense.
This is a big drive for the Eagles. They got to midfield on their first drive of the second half, then bogged down, but they need to answer. And it is Thomason launching away, and it goes over the head of Hager. It bounces at the 5-yard line. It'll go into the end zone. That's a touchback, and it's first down, 10 yards to go, and the Eagles start at their own 20-yard line. The game plan for Clayton Ridge has been leaning on the running game, and especially here is the second quarter into this third quarter here, and you still have time to stay with your game plan.
You do, but, I talked about Colton Hager hasn't touched the ball yet tonight. He's your leading receiver. They got Overbrockling involved that last series, but I still think you want to stay balanced, but it's got to start with a good run, and I'd like to see a good run on first down out of the Eagles so they have options to throw that ball on second and third down.
And what Starmont has done defensively is Craigle hasn't beat him with his feet yet.
No, not at all.
So first down, 10 yards to go. Shotgun formation, two receivers to the left, and they're going to run the football with Cook. Cook across the 20-yard line. Nice bust up the middle. 30-yard line, first down yardage up to the 32-yard line. 12-yard gain, hard running there by Gabe Cook. Camden Hamlet makes the stop, but the Eagles get first down yardage on play number 1.
Yeah, they're going to give him almost 14 yards on that, so a good hard run for Gabe Cook.
So to the 34-yard line, first down, 10 yards to go. Eagles leaning on Gabe Cook to start this drive. And now you have the same formation on this play with first down, 10 yards to go. Cook is still to the left of Craigle out of shotgun. And on first down, they run the football with Cook right back up the middle. Makes a defender miss. He's to midfield. 45-yard line, tackled there at the 47-yard line. Back-to-back hard running plays there by Gabe Cook. Luca Recker makes the stop, but just like that, the Eagles are to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, good hard run, and again, shedding that initial tackler and getting himself upfield and getting those big gains, big chunks of yardage.
So first down, 10 yards to go, and Cook will check out as that will bring in Sodawasser in as a running back, I should say. And Sodawasser is to the right of Craigle. So 4.5 left in our third quarter. Schrader moves to the slot on the left side. Gephardt, by the way, is in at halfback. And on first down, 10 yards to go. Craigle runs right side, lowers his head, gets a couple of yards, 50-yard line. They were trying to use Sodawasser as a lead blocker, but that time Craigle was forced back inside, does get to midfield. Just inside of that, Toll in that area. Also there as well is Coughlin, and it's going to be now second down, 7 yards to go. Give him 3 on first down yardage.
Yeah, a little different look that time, just a designed run for Craigle. We haven't seen a lot of that. A little dinged up with that ankle last week against Postville. Looks a little stronger, but probably not 100%.
So for a second down, 7 yards to go for the Eagles, who only have one penalty in this ball game tonight. That was a delay of game penalty, so they've been better in that regard. Second down and 7. This time Sodawasser right side, not much. Runs into the arms of Toll. Also there as well is going to be Popham, and it's maybe 2 yards. Third down, 5 yards to go. And the Eagles here looking to be in, I would think, 4-down territory here. You got to get a couple of yards here if you're going to stay on the ground.
Given the score, I would think they get this close on fourth down, they'll go for it because they need points right now. Down 2 scores here, getting late in our third quarter.
Yep, we're down inside 3.5 to go. Third down, 5 yards to go. This is the spot where their first drive of the second half bogged down last time. So third down, 5 yards to go. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And the snap back to Craigle. They're going to throw the football right side. That pass in and out, throwing high as Hager had to go up for it on the near side at the 40-yard line. Incomplete. In on the coverage there was Recker. But jumping the pass there in that lane was Hamlet, which forced Craigle to throw it a little higher than I think he wanted to. That pass incomplete on the near sideline.
And I think even if Hager does elevate to get that, he puts himself at risk at a big hit. And I don't think he had enough yardage, even if he falls forward, to pick up that first down.
By the way, the Eagles are going for it. Fourth down, 5 yards to go. Just inside Stars territory at the 47-yard line. So on this play, they're going to run the football with Cook. Cook right side, first down yardage. He's up the middle, down to the 30-yard line, inside the 25-yard line. On 4th and 5, Cook gets them 22. First and 10 for the Eagles to the 25-yard line.
And Cook, once again, hits that first wave of tacklers, able to shed one, and then he picks up those bigger gains.
And you can see here that the Eagles starting to control things up front, especially with Cook running between the tackles.
Well, and they needed to establish something because offensively getting a little stagnant.
So first down, 10 yards to go at the 25-yard line now as they got the big play there from Cook. Same formation. Cook is to the left there of Kragel. Gets the handoff, but he cannot get through. He won't get to the corner, and the play blowing up front. Would you be surprised if I told you Jack Toll making another stop defensively? It's a loss of 2 yards. 2nd and 12 now for Clayton Ridge.
Jack Toll has been everywhere on this field. He's got big gains on the offense. He's got half the tackles, I swear, for Starmont. He has been all over the place. He's going to be a tired dog tonight, but right now he's got his team with a 2-score lead.
So 2nd down, 12 yards to go. Eagles going backwards to the 27-yard line. 2 receivers to the left. They have 2 to the right. And again, Kragel here with Cook to his left. 2nd down, 12 yards to go. False start by the Eagles. We were just talking about them being so disciplined tonight. But that is their first false start penalty, as it was Brandt, the far wide receiver on the left, who jumped after the hard cadence by Kragel. And it now becomes 2nd and 17. It's been better, but a costly penalty nonetheless.
Well, we talked about how dismal that was last week with 10 penalties, 100 yards against Postville. It's been better tonight, but there's another one of those cases where, okay, we lost some yards on the first down. Let's go pick something up. You push yourself back 5 more yards. Now it's 2nd and 17.
Situation. So 2nd down, 17 yards to go. And they stay in the same formation. Snap back to Kragel now on the 2nd down play, and they run it with Cook up the middle. Cook inside to the 25-yard line, gets that penalty yardage back and more. Inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. That's a 14-yard gain on 2nd and 17, and the Eagles now 3rd and short here with 90 seconds left in the 3rd.
Well, Gabe Cook has just been outstanding in the series, just moving the ball, getting big gains, getting them back on time here with 3rd and manageable, and again, 4-down territory for sure as they enter the red zone.
By the way, MFL Marmac and Beckman are starting to warm up. They will kick off at 9 o'clock tonight. Oh, my goodness. We're not staying around for the final of that ball game tonight.
Well, we'll have to catch that on the sports page in the morning.
So 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Cook now moves to the right of Kragel. This entire drive, they have been out of shotgun formation. And on 3rd down and 3, Oberbrockling in motion. And they're going to go right back to Cook. No, they fake it. There's misdirection, but Kragel's going to run. He'll get the 1st down. He turned to hand it to Cook. Cook was to his right. There was miscommunication, but a great job by Kragel saving the play and at least getting down to the 15-yard line and getting 1st down yardage. They put him to the 14, but a nice save there by the quarterback.
Yeah, and he kind of looked and knew something wasn't quite right, so he just tucked it and ran, pick up the 1st down, move the sticks, get him inside the 15 here. They're knocking on the door. They need to cap this off with the TD.
Inside 30 seconds to go here in our 3rd quarter. Eagles needing to score on this drive. They trail 21-7 here in the later part of the 3rd quarter. And this drive, it has been mostly Gabe Cook getting the load. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Final play likely of the quarter. And they're going to toss play right side. It is fumbled off the hands of Cook. He falls down on it back at the 19-yard line. Miscommunication on the pitch. Cook just did not haul it in. And the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Starmont leads Clayton Ridge 21-7 as we go to the 4th. If there's an injured star down, we'll find out more about that as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
If you feel lost in the big chain store pharmacies, take the time to stop at a Nightingale Drug and visit with us about our services, such as one-on-one consulting, free local delivery, competitive pricing with most insurance plans, and Medicare accepted. We'll make the transition quick and easy for you. Come to the people you know and trust. Nightingale Drug and Gift Shop, your small-town family-friendly business in Guttenberg. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Community Insurance with offices in J&J Land Solutions in Edgewood, Rivertown Family Dentistry, Dr. Alicia Waukee in Guttenberg, Bender's Foods in Guttenberg, Rockwire Appliance and TV, the home of quality service with the lowest price guaranteed in Prairie du Chien, Waukon, Decorah, and Viroqua. Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland. Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon. Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and Bacon Concrete in Postville.
21-7 as we start the 4th quarter. Clayton Ridge trailing Starmont. Once again, lots of games and weather delays. A game going on tonight. Edco leading Turkey Valley 30-16 at the half. Central and Keyhigh, they're in a lightning delay with Central leading 8-0 in the first. Southwind in Postville, Beckman and MFL Marmac in lightning delays, though they will start in Monona at 9. And Osage leads North Fayette Valley now. Another update on that ball game. 20-7 the score of that ball game with 3:41 left in the third quarter. Eagles, after a loss of yardage to win the third quarter, they have second down and 14 yards to go, trailing 21-7.
Well, and right as we had that last play, we had a lean. Just a little sprinkle all of a sudden, and it stopped again. So we're dealing with weather here. Luckily, just not dealing with the lightning. And I believe the injured player is cramping for number 19 for the Stars.
And that, again, is Camden Hamlet, I should say, who was injured. And, again, you expect him back in the ball game. Meanwhile, second down, 14 yards to go. Gephardt goes in motion from right to left, and they're going to run it again with Cook. And actually, Krankel keeps it right side. He's down to the 15-yard line, bounces to the outside. 10-5, goes in for the score. Touchdown, got it. An 18-yard run there by Seth Krankel on the quarterback keeper to the right side. And the Eagles answer back within 21-13.
Yeah, a little scamper there to the right side and got around his end, who did a nice job of kicking that defender out. Once he got through that, it was a race to the corner and a touchdown for Seth Krankel.
And again, they had done a pretty good job, Starmont has, of kind of limiting Krankel's rushing in this ball game tonight, but this shows you what he can do when he gets in the open. So it's now 21-13. Bittner's PAT. Spot is down. The kick is up. High enough, long enough. Put it on the board. 11:54 to go. Clayton Ridge trails Starmont 21-14. Back with more after this.
Getting to the age of 55 may have earned you wisdom, but Central State Bank thinks you should get something more, like a checking account that earns you interest. We believe you've earned the right to avoid fees for ATM and debit cards, wire transfers, cashier checks, and insufficient funds transfers. Call or visit Central State Bank today and ask about our Classic 55 checking. It's time you've got what you earned. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
TNT Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. We have a nice selection of clean used units available along with new units. Contact Brian, Sawyer, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase. To keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play, schedule your service work with Brian or Nathan by calling 563-245-1100 or stop into TNT Power Sports north of Elkader on Highway 13 for all your sales or service work.
11:54 to go in our fourth quarter. So the Eagles score on the opening play of the fourth quarter on an 18-yard touchdown run by Seth Krankel. Bittner hits the PAT, and the Eagles back within 21-14. Before we get this going here, we have timeout taken here. And I believe, do we have the play clock a problem?
I'm not sure what we have.
Oh, somebody's got their headlights on. Shut off the headlights, please. This happens once a game down here.
It does. Someone sits down in the end zone and hops in their car, and the headlights turn on.
Yeah, the vehicle now shuts their headlights off there. So, yeah, it happens, like I said, about once a night it seems like it happens. So, all right, by the way, the game is on now with Southwind and Postville. They have now actually started in that game now. So here we go. After the lights are shut off, Bittner to launch it away from the 40-yard line for the Eagles. It is a good kick, high kick. Going back to receive it there is Popham, and he brings it up now on the left side. He's out to the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, tackled there, and it's first down, 10 yards to go. About a 15-yard return. Stars leading 21-14. They have possession at their own 20.
Last time, hoping for points if you can, but you want to have ball control because you haven't played with a lead yet this year. This is uncharted territory for this season, but man, if they can run clock and keep the ball out of Clayton Ridge's hands, I think that's a positive for them right now.
So first down, 10 yards to go. The Stars, this is just their, second touch of the second half?
Second touch of the second half.
Yeah, so first down, 10 yards to go. They run it right side, and I believe that is Toll. Yes, it is Toll. Toll brings it up to the 30-yard line, picks up 4 yards. Actually, McManigal, 35, McManigal on the carry. Just when you get used to Toll carrying it, McManigal has had a few more carries this second half, but a solid gain on first down. We'll give him 4. Second down, 6 yards to go.
Yeah, big gain there for McManigal. Again, staying ahead of things, picking up 3-4 yards each time. This is what the Stars want to do, is establish that run.
So first down, second down, 6 yards to go, I should say. We're the early game tonight, although North Fayette Valley and Osage right along with us.
They're with us, yep.
So, again, Second down, 6 yards to go. Split backs in the backfield. They're going to run it up the middle, and it is again McManigal. Not much correction there. It was actually the fullback in Cook, or rather, I should say Toll. And Toll, when it looks like he stopped at the 30-yard line, keeps going forward. It's actually Aldrich on the carry. And Aldrich gets out to near the 35-yard line. Good, tough run there, and that's Aldrich's first carry we've seen in this game tonight. They gave him first down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Aldrich, the fullback in that situation, and a nice carry.
So Jack Toll not in the ball game. Let's keep an eye on that situation for the Stars, as he has been their bell cow with 3 touchdowns in this game tonight, including 2 64-yard runs. So first down, 10 yards to go. Split backs in the backfield once again. And here is McManigal left side. McManigal, 40-yard line. He's able to break through off that left hash mark across the 45-yard line. And McManigal has first down yardage out to the 47-yard line for the Stars.
Yeah, we talked about the lion's share going to Toll in that first half, and now it looks like McManigal has really been chugging away on this and doing a nice job of picking up big gains.
Both these offensive lines have done a pretty good job tonight, though Starmont getting back to what they do best. By the way, 2 vehicles have their headlights on, so they didn't learn from the person that was sitting by them. First down, 10 yards to go for the Stars. Somebody on the dike area just turned their headlights on here.
I don't know. This is the thing to do right now.
It's a 21-14 ball, Harley.
Oh.
So first down, 10 yards to go. McManigal, right side, and he's able to get ahead to near the 50-yard line, 49-yard line, picks up 2. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go for the Stars. But up front for Starmont, the guys of Vincent Recker, Caden Bumgartner, Justin Toll, Sawyer Schlee, and Gabe Augustine. That's the most of the line that has played tonight, and they have been really good up front.
Yeah, doing a nice job and open up holes right now, and McManigal's doing a nice job of running hard, being that bruising back that we know he can be.
So second down now. They actually gave McManigal 3 on that. Here we are to the 9-minute point of our fourth quarter. And the Stars have a drive that's a little over 3 minutes old, and they're only to the 49-yard line. So second down, 8 yards to go. Back to McManigal left side. 50-yard line, keeps his legs churning. He'll get ahead to the 49-yard line, only 2. But now a big third down coming up for Starmont. It is third down. It is 5 yards to go. And I believe we have Toll coming back into the ball game now.
I think so, and I'm not sure, he's not used to all those plays where he's the featured back and taking the brunt of those tackles, and he's been all over the field defensively tonight making tackles, so he probably just needed a rest.
So third down, 5 yards to go. Before this play, the cars that are out there, please shut off your lights. And
we assume they're listening to us, so
I would think so.
Turn your lights off. We'll enjoy the game, but turn the lights off.
Even though the router signal hasn't been great tonight, they are listening should be on a little bit of a delay, but I would think they'd hear the message. But there's people over there telling them to shut the lights off. And all right. So it's third down, 5 yards to go. We're just waiting on one car out there.
The ones on the dike have turned theirs off. One car left, so they're going to miss a great ending here. But the people in the cars down here in the end zone, we got a good game. Come on out and enjoy it. The rain has stopped. It was just a quick shower. Come out and enjoy the ball game.
And they are finally moving that vehicle, but obviously couldn't figure out how to turn off the lights while going backwards. But all right, third down, 5 yards to go. Been such a well-played ball game, and then you get bogged down by something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 3rd and 5 here at the 49-yard line. We mentioned Toll back into the ball game for the Stars. And on third down, jumping off sides, I believe the Eagles. Now, they point to Starmont here, but I believe it may have been Clayton Ridge jumping off sides. Let's see here. It is offsides on the Eagles, and this is a huge penalty. Turns it from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 1. I believe the guilty party was Owen Brandt.
Well, and they pointed at Starmont because Starmont did stand up, but they were across the line of scrimmage. So that's what caused that offense to move. So changes your mindset here if you're Starmont. This is a 3rd and manageable. Pick up the first down, move the chains, and maintain possession is the key right now.
And again, you've got to figure every timeout or every first down that Starmont gets, it's basically another 2 minutes off the clock.
Couple minutes, and you got to get a stop if you're the Eagles.
So third down and just inches. They run it out of pistol. It is Toll. Toll hit at the 45-yard line, still trying to break through, but he will not get to the first down marker. Great job by the Eagles off the left side. Toll actually loses half a yard. It's going to be 4th down and a yard. King Chris Gebhardt making the stop there, and a big decision coming up here for the Stars.
Well, and I think if you're the Stars, you could go either way with this, but the way you've been running the ball tonight, you got to be able to pick up a yard.
Are you surprised they weren't under center on that 3rd and 1 play?
I didn't understand that. I know they've been running the ball well, but you only need a yard. Get up front, get that thing right from the center, and just just pick up the yard.
So 4th down and a yard to go. They are back under center, split backs into backfield. They are going for it from the 44-yard line. And they run it with, once again, Toll. Toll lowers the shoulders, and Gabe Cook able to bring him down, but not before he gets to the 40-yard line. Toll has been the workman type running back they've been looking for, and he gets first down yardage on 4th and 1, picks up 5, and Cook hobbling a bit after that play.
Yeah, he's been kind of dinged up there. He's been on the backside of a lot of these plays, and that time finally got to Toll, but not before he picks up the first down. And Toll knocking on 200 yards tonight already. 2
64-yard touchdown runs, first down, 10 yards to go, and a drive that started with 11:54 left in the 4th quarter. They will have run off 5 minutes by the time we take the first down snap here at the 40-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go, back under center, Tomlinson, and they hand it left side. It is McManigal, couple of yards, being pushed to about the 38-yard line. It'll be second down, 8 yards to go. So the Stars just grounding their way. By the way, now a lightning delay. Osage leads North Fayette Valley 26-7 with 8:43 left in the 4th quarter. They now have a lightning delay in Osage. Meanwhile, Central and Keyhigh will start up at 9 o'clock, as well as the MFL Marmac ball game tonight with Beckman. So late nights, Southwind and Postville will be starting in a little bit as well with 8 minutes left.
Nobody has school tomorrow, so luckily that's not a big issue.
Second down, 8 yards to go. We approach the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Tomlinson, once again, is under center, and they run it with Toll. Toll up the middle, spins, 35-yard line. That spin will give him 2 extra yards to the 34-yard line, and it's going to be third down and about 4 yards to go. And if you're the Stars, you've been getting positive yardage. This is 2 running plays to get first down yardage here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to keep the ball in their hands and run the ball and keep it on the ground, keep that clock running, try to maintain possession.
So situation, third down, 4 yards to go. 5.5 minutes is what we will approach by the time Starmont needs to snap the ball again. And as we mentioned, another first down. Take another 2 minutes off the clock in all likelihood.
Well, if you're the Eagles, you got to try to maybe force a fumble here.
So they stay under center, first down, 10 yards to go, and before this play is going, there is motion, and I think one of the running backs, it was, false start against the Stars. So this turns it from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 9. Is that the first penalty on Starmont tonight?
The first penalty on Starmont, and it comes at a terrible time as they're trying to maintain that possession.
So now let's see what they look to do on 3rd and 9, back to the 39-yard line. In all likelihood, you're still in 4-down territory, though.
I would think so, because even if you punt this away, you risk putting it in the end zone. You only get it to the 20. See what you can pick up here. Keep that clock moving if you're Starmont. If you're the Eagles, they need a stop here.
They haven't thrown a pass the entire second half. So third down, 9 yards to go, split backs into backfield, and to throw the football there is going to be Thomason. He's looking long, Hamlet open, catches it at the 10, down to the 5-yard line and tackled there. Great sell on the fake by Tomlinson. They look deep, and catching it at the 5-yard line going in there was Hamlet. First and goal for the Stars. They went for the jugular.
They did, and nice throw there. Actually a little underthrown, but Hamlet had so much space, able to come back for the ball. A 34-yard gain there and a wonderful throw by Thomason.
So inside 4:45 to go here in the 4th. An impressive drive by the Stars. And they have answered the Eagles' 2 scores in this ball game. They have followed it right up with touchdowns.
They have, and they're knocking on the door once again. And if you're the Eagles, this is a huge series here. You need to stop here. You cannot go down by 2 scores without being able to score quick.
So first and goal to the 5-yard line. Split backs into backfield. They run it with McManigal. Hit at the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll only get back to the...
Thomason's going to try to kick the extra point there, put him up 14. Eagles got to have an answer, and it's going to have to be a quick one.
So they will try for the PAT with 3:37 to go. Starmont now up 27-14. Again, this is a team that has played a brutal schedule. Low snap, but the kick is up by Thomason. High enough, long. Oh, he missed it. Pushed it to the right. We were just talking up the kickers. A rare miss from Thomason. So 3:37 to go. 27-14. Stars in the lead. Back with more after this.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
NEAT is connecting more and more homes and businesses to reliable, fast broadband internet in Northeast Iowa. NEAT's fiber optic network has expanded and is now offering speeds up to 1 gig in and around Monona, Luena, St. Olaf, Farmersburg, Postville, and surrounding rural areas. NEAT Fiber provides high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light. For more information on how to upgrade your speed and services, visit NEITEL.com or call today 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
So scores on a 5-yard touchdown run by Jack Toll. The PAT misses. It's 27-14 in a drive that went over 7 minutes, actually over 8 minutes long.
Well, and obviously Clayton Ridge has to score twice here, but how big is that missed extra point? If Clayton Ridge can get this down to a single score, that extra point might be huge in this ballgame.
And the Eagles, by the way, have 2 timeouts, so if they're going to get back in this game, they're going to have to score in a hurry. Nice kick, Thomason. It falls down at the 15-yard line, picked up by Hager. He'll be tripped up there on the far side of the field and maybe get ahead for a yard. It was Thomason laying it perfectly away from the coverage for Clayton Ridge. 3:35 to go. The Eagles are going to have to go to the air here, trailing by a score of 27-14.
Thomason chipped that onto the green, and it just stuck, and that was a nice ball there, and Hager just lucky to get to it and get it picked up.
Starmont, again, came into this ball game 0-3, scored 3 points against St. Ansgar. That had been it. But it's a case there of they played a brutal schedule to start the year, and it looks to me like they're saying here, we're going to be a player.
Yeah, this is a big statement game for them if they can hold on to say, hey, we might be players, and how this all shakes out.
First down, 15 yards to go. Quarterback draw with Craigle. Craigle tripped up, gets ahead to the 23-yard line. He'll pick up 7 yards on the quarterback keeper up the middle, and the Eagles are going to have to go hurry up here. Absolutely. And if you look at Starmont's schedule, think about this. You've already played North Butler and St. Ansgar. So schedule-wise here, they've got Postville home, Nashua Plainfield home, and then at South Wynn for their final district game in week number 8. They play East Buchanan in week number 7 in a game that will mean nothing. Right side, the pass caught by Brandt, 25-yard line, gets out of bounds. Short on the near side, short of first down yardage, but it's third and about 2 yards to go now here for the Eagles. So Starmont has 3 district games left out of their 4.
Yeah, they've got 3 district games left and, some winnable ball games in there, and they're looking to be a player in this, like you said.
For the Eagles, they realize that they've got 4 big ball games coming up here, and this is a case here. They came in soaring into this ball game offensively, but the Stars have been a different group tonight. And on this play, they run it with Cook up the middle. He won't get the first down. 25-yard line, that's it. Maybe a yard. And it's going to be here. Well, they're going to move the chains. He got it.
They're going to say he had enough.
At least stops the clock. And Cook, who has been the workman for the Eagles carrying the football, gets back to the huddle here, and he's going to check out here and not quite moving so swiftly as he was earlier.
Yeah, but if you're the Eagles, you got to get up to the line of scrimmage. You got to be a little more anxious here, and we need bigger gains to try to get a quick score.
First down, 10 yards to go at their own 26-yard line. A long ways to go. Quarterback boots, and actually it's a keeper up the middle, but Craigo gets a couple of yards, and he's tackled there. There's a flag down on that play, I believe. No, it's actually just a towel that fell from Craigo, and it's a 3-yard pickup on first down yardage. And the Eagles now a little quicker to their pace, but only 2.5 and counting here. Every time you don't get by the sticks, the clock keeps on moving. Oberbrockling in motion from left to right. Craigle rolls out to the right, looking to throw the football. He's now going to run, 30-yard line, but stops short of first down as he's tackled ahead to the 35-yard line. And again, Starmont keeping everything in front of them. Number 24 there in Logan Aldrich making the stop, and it's going to be third down here. Actually, correction, second down and short. Actually, it is third down and short.
Third down and short.
But inside 2 minutes to throw the football is Craigle. Looking long, one-on-one, far sideline for Hager. There's some contact there, but that ball well overshot. I think there was miscommunication on where the route was being run, and it is incomplete. It will be now 4th down and 1 yard to go. The Eagles try to take a deep shot there.
Well, they had third and short, knowing they'd go for it on 4th down, but I think Hager saw that the safety had been sucked up into, the box, so when he cut that path off his route, he was wide open in the middle of the field, but Craigle threw that ball up the field on a fly pattern.
Luca Recker, by the way, was in on the coverage for the Stars. So 4th down and 1. Eagles right now have to be more concerned about just getting a first down here. So on 4th and 1, they snap it back to Craigle, and he's going to run the quarterback draw up the middle, and he's able to make one defender miss. Gets to the 40-yard line, first down where he's tackled there. Nice one-on-one tackle by number 9 in Braden Kleinlein, but that moves the chains. And This is a concern for the Eagles as Kregel injured at the 40-yard line and what may to be look like an ankle injury perhaps.
It's either ankle or I don't know if it's a cramp or if it's actually an ankle injury, but you saw him take himself quickly off the field, and it looks like it's cramped.
He gets to the sideline. Let's hope it's only a cramp as he got over to the sideline here, and they are looking at him on the sideline. Now, the Eagles here will not have to take a timeout. This is an injury timeout in this situation, but this is interesting. This is a concern for Clayton Ridge. He's a senior quarterback, season off to a great start, and it looks to me like this is not a cramping issue.
No, this looks like it's something different. It looks like that ankle, he didn't put any pressure on that. It looked like it was a lot of pain in a hurry. So Eagles are going to have to regroup here and figure out, okay, who's going to be a quarterback, who's going to go in different situations here, because it doesn't look like he's coming back out anytime quickly.
And you can see there's some frustration with Kregel on the sideline there for Clayton Ridge being looked at by the, once again, trainer on the side. So for Clayton Ridge now, you change, trying to come back, and it looks to me like maybe Sodawasser takes over at the quarterback spot now.
Maybe Overbrockling is back there with Sodawasser on his hip there.
Yep, so Sodawasser, and it's going to be Overbrockling here that is going to run the show. So Oberrockling, they go back to pistol formation. Oberrockling to throw the football right side, looking for, once again, on the far sideline there. That pass completed.
Kolker.
And once again, Kolker catches it. 45-yard line, gets out of bounds. 46-yard line, nice roll out to the right by Oberrockling. Pitch and catch. They pick up 5, $1:40 to go, and it's second down, 5 yards to go.
Well, the biggest thing is get that first pass under his belt, because I have a feeling he's going to have more than one.
And they'll have to take a deep shot here. Kregel now being helped out on the sideline there. And putting a little pressure, that's a good sign. Putting under pressure what looks to be like a left ankle injury, and we'll certainly try to get out word from the sideline. Oberrockling to throw the football, looking long, left side for Hager. It's a jump ball, overshot. It is incomplete. In on the coverage was Dylan Popham that time, one-on-one. Both went up for it there, and too high, too hot to get to, and it will be third down and 6 yards to go.
Dylan Popham, we haven't talked about him enough tonight. He's had one-on-one coverage with Colton Hager all night long, and right now, Colton Hager doesn't have a reception, so he's been doing his job. The safety over top's been doing their job. They've kind of isolated him and taken him out of this, and right now with Overbrockling having to take over the quarterback duties, Colton Hager becomes maybe his number one target.
And they got to hit something big with only $1.34 left on the clock. Another score to pass along at the end of the first quarter. South Wind leads Postville 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. South Wind is who Clayton Ridge will face next week. So third down, 7 yards to go, and before this play gets going, there is a flag down, and it's delay a game. And this, you understand. You've got a backup quarterback here, getting up to the line of scrimmage. 5 yards at this point really doesn't mean much, but it's third down, 11 yards to go. Does make it a little more challenging.
It does, but I don't think it changes your game plan. So get up to the line of scrimmage here, run your play. You got to get something big here. You're talking 15, 20 yards, get the ball downfield. Maybe you can break a tackle.
Third down, 11 yards to go. Two guys in the backfield to throw the football. Oberbrockling looking one-on-one for Hager. That ball overshot down at the 30-yard line, incomplete. And again on the coverage that time on that side is Luca Recker. And they're just hoping for a big play. It is now fourth down, 11 yards to go. 90 seconds left in our fourth quarter. The Eagles do have 2 timeouts, but they'll try to convert fourth down here first.
Yeah, they got to pick up first down here. This is a big play, but you're getting really low on time. You got to get something quick, and I don't know if they got it in them. So
fourth down, 11 yards to go. And they continue in that spread formation. Back to Oberbrockling. It's a quarterback draw. Oberbrockling to the 40-yard line, and that's all he'll get. Maybe the 41-yard line. Stars stayed at home defensively, plugged it up front. It's a gain of 2, and the Stars stop the Eagles on downs with 1:24 to go. And again, Starmont coming into Clayton Ridge tonight and likely to spoil the Eagles' homecoming.
Yeah, that was a big defensive stop there for the Stars, and now it's all about hold on to the ball. Eagles, you're going to have to try to rip it out, but they do have 2 timeouts that they can use here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The Stars are going to walk away with their first victory and their first district victory.
By the way, the game with North Fayette Valley and Clayton Ridge, or I should say Osage, is over. And now taking a knee and taken by Clayton Ridge, I believe, but there's a flag. Let's see what this is on first off before this play.
Yeah, there's a flag. They indicated a timeout. They didn't get the ball snapped, so I'm not sure what this is going to be.
Well, and the Stars, I'm surprised.
Oh, they're saying this is
Clayton Ridge lined up in the neutral zone, offsides.
No, they're giving this to the Stars. So another penalty there for the Eagles.
Well, and with 1:23 to go, the Eagles still have two timeouts, and Starmont deciding to take a knee here, and maybe the Eagles are deciding, okay, we're just going to let this run. But now it's 1st and 5 nonetheless, and the clock picks up again with 1:15 to go. The play clock's at 15, and Starmont showing no absolute desire to hurry this up at all.
Yeah, so the North Fayette Valley game at Osage is over.
26-7. Osage beats North Fayette Valley in that district opener. Snap by Thomason, takes a snap, takes a knee, and it's going to be 2nd down, and the Eagles appear to let the clock wind out here. As we've talked about the rushing of Jack Toll, but Jax Thomason, a pretty good start at quarterback. That huge completion on 3rd and short on their last series to lead them to the 27-14 victory, to give them cushion in this ball game, was huge.
Well, for him to step in and make that big throw after they were leaning on the run, and to get the guy downfield, pick up the first down, and put him on the cusp there.
So on this play, they take a snap, they take a knee, and the game will come to an end. For Starmont, again, a bruising schedule to start the year. But the Stars show we're a factor in this district. They come into Clayton Ridge and hand the Eagles their first loss of the season. It is Starmont 27, Clayton Ridge 14. That's the final score. When we return, game stats, coaching interviews, your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
It's back to school time and the fall sports season is underway. Hi, this is Dr. Jessica Wilkie of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. We have lots to celebrate over here with the excitement of back to school and the recent wedding of our doctors Chase and Daphne Bruner. Dr. Mark Foley and myself would like to extend them congratulations and wish all our area students and athletes good luck this fall. We welcome new patients and look forward to seeing you at your next dental appointment.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Rivals Inc. Custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona. Furniture Showcase and All Wine, lighting showroom, flooring, furniture, and window treatments. Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door. The Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, and by Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader.
Starmont wins by a final score of 27-14. Welcome back to Clayton Ridge. Updating you on games now. And again, lots of weather situations. We do have one game going on at the end of the third quarter. Edco leads Turkey Valley 38-16. South Wind leads Postville at the end of one, 21-0. They have called the game with Osage beating North Fayette Valley tonight 28-7. There was 8:43 left in the game. They had a lightning delay. They called it a night there as the Tiger Hawks lose their district opener tonight. Meanwhile, it is 9 p.m. They started resuming play with Central's ball game at Key High and MFL Marmac, and their ball game there against Beckman tonight started up at 9 o'clock. So those games are just getting underway. Starmont wins by a final score of 27-14. Jack Toll, 4 touchdowns. He leads them offensively. Let's go to the totals.
Yeah, absolutely. Jack Toll, 17 carries, 197 yards. He had touchdown carries of 3, 64, 64 again, and then 5 there at the end. So the workhorse tonight for them. Vincent McManigal had 13 carries for 71 yards. Thomason, 3 carries, -7 yards. Aldrich had that carry for 6 yards, so 267 yards on the ground on 34 carries. Now, Thomason, new quarterback tonight, he was 3 for 4 for 75 yards, and he mixed it up with Schumacher for 35, Popham for 6, and Hamlet for 34. So, and that one to Hamlet was the biggest one of the night.
Absolutely. It was 21-14. They had 3rd and 1. Threw a deep shot there to Hamlet, who halted it down near the 5-yard line. And again, that led them to the touchdown to make the final score 27-14. So the Stars getting back to Stars football.
Yeah, 342 yards of offense, just enough passing there to mix it up. But I think for the Stars, 1 penalty tonight.
All right, let's go to the totals now for Clayton Ridge.
Clayton Ridge, we'll start on the ground. Gabe Cook, 22 carries, 94 yards. He had that 1 touchdown run of 4. Seth Kregel, 10 carries, 47 yards. Kyle Sodawasser, 8 carries, 29 yards. Over Brockling, 1 carry for 2 yards. So 41 carries, 172 yards for the Eagles. In the air, Kregel was 8 of 19 for 67 yards. Over Brockling, 1 of 3 for 5 yards. So 9 completions on 22 attempts, 72 yards in the air. Over Brockling had 3 catches for 18. Brandt had 2 catches for 17. Schrader had 1 catch for 11 yards. Gabe Cook had 1 catch, negative yards. Kolker had 2 catches for 31 yards, so 75 yards there, 172 on the ground, 244 yards of offense for the Eagles. 5 penalties again tonight.
Yeah, and many of them
Costly.
coming in the second half. Now, the other thing is for Clayton Ridge, Starmont, you had 3 first-half turnovers there, and the Eagles only able to take advantage of 1 of them.
Yeah, absolutely. One of them they gave right back. One of them they scored on. The other one just bogged down. So, yeah, just not taking advantage of their opportunities.
So, again, our final score, it is 27-14. Starmont victorious over Clayton Ridge in our ball game tonight. We're going to continue our postgame here, and we're going to talk with Starmont football coach Mike Augustine here as our postgame show continues. Again, the Stars picking up their first win of the season, now 1-3, but more importantly, 1-2 in the district. Coach Augustine, first off here, let's talk about, you guys made some changes this week offensively. Let's start there.
Yeah, moved some players around. Of course, Jack took a tailback and Vinny to fullback, and Jackson at quarterback. It worked really well for us.
Yeah, let's talk about rushing-wise. Let's start with Jack Toll. Had 2 64-yard touchdown runs, 17 carries, 197 yards.
That's a good night for him. We were blocking really well up front for him. I'm just so proud of the guys and our offensive line. They really did a good job.
Yeah, tell me about those guys up front.
They've been working hard all year. It was a pretty fresh group to start the season, but their experience is showing. They're learning. We went back to the basics this week and just hammered hand placement, foot drive, all that stuff, and it really paid off.
Yeah, we talked about the job that Toll did rushing the football, but Vincent McManigal again, Vinny had a really good solid game for you, 13 carries, 71 yards.
Yeah, Vinny ran really hard for us. He got those hard dive yards for us and was lead blocking really well for Jack, so that was good to see tonight.
All right, Jax Thomason stepped in and I think commanded the ship just fine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He played quarterback for us before, and And when we came to them with that change, they all bought in hook, line, and sinker and went right after it.
The big play when you were led 21-14 showed your confidence you had in him in taking the deep shot there with Hamlet.
Right, yeah, and it was just one of those plays that we were looking for. Either a quick dump or over the top, and he read it well and threw a nice ball.
All right, now let's talk about defensively. Was Jack Toll in on about every tackle tonight?
Pretty close. He was flying around the football. He's got a nose for it, that's for sure.
All right, let's talk about defensively, though. Your cornerbacks tonight, I think you're really pleased.
Yes, they did a good job. We've worked all week on one-on-ones and containing our zones and switching up our coverages. So they did a good job this week.
All right. Now, obviously, you guys host Postville next week. I know you're turned to action there. But now things kind of change here as you look towards the rest of the season.
Right. With this win, it gives us a step up in the race and puts us right where we want to be. And now we just got to take care of it one game at a time.
All right, Coach. Congratulations
All right,
on the win.
thank you.
We'll talk to you next week on the Countdown Show.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You betcha. Starmont football coach Mike Augustine on the Stars program. They win 27-14 our final score. We'll take a break. When we continue, we'll talk with Clayton Ridge football coach Matt Mosier, and we'll try to update you on scores. You're listening to high school football from KCTN Sports.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch,
and everyday wins. Committed to your community, focused on your future. Freedom Bank. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC, and by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader.
Welcome back. Once again, our score, it is 27-14. Starmont victorious over Clayton Ridge in this ball game tonight. We're joined by Eagle football coach Matt Mosier. Coach, first off here, I think we look back at the first half, able to force 3 turnovers, but not really able to take advantage of them.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself in the butt right now. We should have ran the football more, tried to establish the pass. I mean, they gave us some pass looks. We just couldn't connect, and that's been the story for us against Starmont. Once we started running the football, then we were able to move the ball and do things that we wanted to do.
All right, you did rush 41 times for 172 yards. Gabe Cook, again, led you offensively, 22 rushes for 94 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, Gabe's a special player. I mean, he's a tough kid, lanky, super strong. He as the game got going, he got stronger. Obviously, he had the 2 fumbles, I think, right away. And then he got stronger and stronger as the game went on. And then I don't know what he did defensively, but the kid's a moose in the middle and played really, really well there. I mean, the lack of depth that we have a little bit is tough, and that's Class A football.
All right, now obviously the passing game, you guys have been so balanced offensively, more of a challenge tonight passing the football.
Yeah, Seth is banged up, couldn't get out of the pocket real. They did a really good job scheme-wise. I think we just needed to find our way a little bit, and we did at times, and then we kind of veered off a different direction, and some of that's a lot of that's on me. A lot of that's on me and just trying to find where we can be when Seth is banged up a little bit.
Yeah, let's get an injury update. Left with an ankle injury.
Yeah, same thing that he's been battling all year long since North Cedar. This got rolled up on again. I don't know if it's like sprained worse or if it just got twisted up. I'm not sure at this time, but I think he does a really good job of making sure he gets treatment and does that thing to make sure he can hopefully go next week.
All right, we'll talk about next week in just a bit, but defensively and tonight, again, Starmont had a couple of big running plays, but you guys were really challenged up front tonight.
Yeah, we were. I mean, we talked about this as a coaching staff as before the game, after the game. They were battle tested. They were battle tested, and they saw what it's going to be physical. And I told our kids afterwards, I said, "Welcome to Class A District 3," because it doesn't get any easier. They know what it takes to be competitive in this league. We haven't been battle tested yet, really, and it showed. And we got a big game next week, and we're stuff that we want to do is still right there at our fingertips. We're fine.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing is, I think you like the way your team answered some challenges in this ball game. Down 21-7, worked your way back into the ball game.
Yeah, we it's fine. I mean, again, I wish we could have scored a little quicker, and then stop them. But yeah, we just have to we just got to play our football and stick with kind of what we need to do, and we're going to be okay.
All right, Southwind next week, so that's a quick turnaround that certainly gets your attention right away.
Yeah, obviously, again, I think that they've played some pretty tough teams. I know that they have a really, really good running back and middle linebacker. I think he might lead the state in tackles or up there anyway. And so they're playing Postville tonight, so they're going to be ready to go for us next week. We've got to get healthy. We've got to learn that it's going to be a physical football game. We got to do our job and take care of business.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you. We'll talk to you on the Countdown Show next week. Look forward to catching up with you.
Thanks, Dan.
Clayton Ridge football coach Matt Mosier and his Eagle program. They drop a decision, 27-14. We'll take a break. We'll update you on scores from across the area. Post-game show concludes after this.
Looking for the best suppressors with seamless service? Interested in helping protect your hearing or have questions on the NFA process? Head to Stronghold Corp, your one-stop shop for premium suppressors and unbeatable expertise. Whether you're a seasoned shooter or first-time buyer, we can get the best brands and latest models to fit your needs. Enjoy hassle-free eForms electronic fingerprint processing with our state-of-the-art Cerberus LiveScan system. Contact us today by heading to stronghold-corp.com for more information. Stronghold Corp, where silence meets precision.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com. Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah. Farmer Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena. Member FDIC. And by Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader.
Welcome back once again here to Guttenberg. Our final score tonight, 27-14. It is Starmont victorious for Clayton Ridge. We thank you for joining us on the YouTube channel tonight. I know a little choppy, but not much we can do when things kind of taken out of our hands technology-wise. The router says we have good signal, everything working fine, but except for not a constant signal. And you always get that the closer you are to the bluff. But again, we know the audio has been, for the most part, not an issue tonight in the ball game, and whether or not that's still the reason we do the games.
That's why we do it.
The
Absolutely.
audio too.
Yeah.
Video is just a perk. So the Stars rush for an impressive total of 267 yards. They win by a final score of 27-14. Let's update you on scores. They finished the first quarter at Lansing. Central leads Key High 16-0. Weather delays virtually everywhere tonight. Meanwhile, Edco leads Turkey Valley at the end of 3, 38-16. At the end of 1, Southwind leading Postville 21-0. That ball game weather related as well, a late start there. North Fayette Valley loses at Osage tonight 26-7. They actually called the game with 8:43 left in the game, dealing with weather there. And meanwhile, MFL Marmac and Beckman just getting underway in that ball game tonight there at Monona. So going to be a late night for some of the games across the area. We'll have all those scores on our website, kctn.com, and we'll certainly have them on Morning Sports tomorrow morning. Stars win 27-14, pick up their first district win. Let's start there, starting with Starmont.
Yeah, I think for Starmont, this gets them back on track. They had a rough start. Things were kind of in question, but made some, adjustments offensively. I think they like where things landed tonight. They got to stay healthy going forward, but they're looking at being maybe back in control of what they want to do in this district.
Again, they've got 4 games left, but only 3 of them are in the district. And you've got, off your schedule, North Butler and St. Ansgar. So Starmont knows that, hey, we've got a chance here to work our way, worst case scenario, into a 4 seed, maybe a little higher than that. Obviously, the district championship is probably out of reach when you've got 2 losses and only 3 games left. But they've got a lot to play for. For the Eagles, again, I think they looked at this ball game as a chance to set themselves up because their schedule gets harder from here on out. They showed some good things in this ball game. They were down 21-7, fought back, gave themselves a chance in this ball game, but just never being able to find anything consistently tonight. They've been so good running and throwing the football, and it was tough to be consistent in both tonight.
I think that's the word, is they were inconsistent tonight, and looking forward, obviously the schedule gets tougher. Still plenty of things to play for and still in control of things. This is just 1 loss in the district, but they have 4 really tough games going forward, and they're going to have to regroup. And you heard Coach Mosier talk about you're going to have to get comfortable with the physicality that's going to come your way and make the adjustments and be able to find your way when they take something away, like tonight.
So Starmont home with Postville, home with Nashua Plainfield. So they've got 2 of those games at home. At East Buchanan, non-district game, then at Southwind to close the season in a ball game that maybe could mean a lot. Meanwhile, for Clayton Ridge, you go to Southwind, home with North Butler, at St. Ansgar, home with Nashua Plainfield. You've got 2 of those 4 games at home against 4 teams that are right near the top of the district.
Well, and I think if you're Clayton Ridge, next week with South Wind is a pivotal game for you. This was a bit of a setback, but that could be a big game if you can win that one. Back in control, trying to get, seeding for the postseason. You lose that one, and all of a sudden there's games that you have to win in order to get into that postseason mix.
All right, next week we'll be in West Union, North Fayette Valley, and once again Waukon. Class 2A action, countdown to kickoff at 6:30. Game time is at 7:30. That's a Class 2A district matchup, and it's been a good one the last few years.
It has been. It's always been an entertaining game and a competitive game. We hope for more of the same next week.
And we'll be with North Fayette Valley the next 2 weeks as they host Crestwood 2 weeks from tonight as well. Again, our final score, Starmont 27, Clayton Ridge 14. That's the final score. For Coach Aaron Hammond, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks to Russell Schmeeler for running camera for this ball game tonight. Also thanks to Paula Mahoney for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's game, highlights, scores, and more, go to kctn.com, click in the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
Boisier Lumber Company in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center, handles Midland garage doors for residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Midland Steel garage doors provide the best all-around value when appearance, security, durability, and low maintenance are desired. Boisier Lumber and Midland Doors take pride in providing their customers with top-quality products and superb customer service. Contact Boisier Lumber in Guttenberg and Elkader, your do-it-best rental center for Midland overhead doors sales and service.
Stars Eagles football is brought to you in part by Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Myers Auto Service in Monona, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, and by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg. This is KCTN Sports.